Welcome to episode 867 of Hard Factor. It is Friday, January 28th, 2022. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. We got Mark, Pat, Wes, and I'm Will, full house host today to talk about what, Wes, in the cup of coffee.
Well, Will, as you can see, the golden arches are over my shoulder, as that's where I like them most of the time, just on my right over my shoulder. But we're gonna be talking a little bit about McDonald's. We're gonna be talking about some SpaceX news, and I've got a hodgepodge of stuff in the mentions. So some real exciting news coming out of McDonald's today, though.
I love to see you on your beat. I mean, you have two beats. One of them is Mickey D's, and when
Brexit,
you can't always cover your beat, can't always cover what you know. But
right,
where'd you get that tip for McDonald's, Wes?
Everywhere. Everyone sent it to me.
Did I not send it to you?
Well, you did, but you were
Mark
not.
needs credit.
Yeah.
Credit,
Mark,
credit me.
yeah. Okay. Mark sent it to me as well.
All right,
but
thank
yeah,
you.
Mark
I got
Mark created the news. Actually,
Yes,
Mark
credit
and
me. Yeah.
Mark
don't
and
break the news, but he
10 other
created it.
people. Yes.
Thank you.
well, good. The Hive was on it, including
Yes.
Mark. Speaking of Mark, Mark's on the TikTok International Moment. What's in there?
Oh man, there's so much stuff. I have 4 stops, and I think Pat's doing an international one too. So there's so much international news today. We're talking fat cats, both ways. You know, like the rich people and the actual thing, and just there's a lot of stuff going on. Yeah.
Wow.
I was going to do an international story about a woman whose nipples have been hard since she took the Pfizer vaccine, and she is hot. Okay, so Google that. You can do
It
your
is a
own
great
research.
story.
Why didn't you?
Before the
Yeah.
show.
Why didn't?
you do that?
Great pictures in that.
Whenever like I've been pretty disappointed as of late because like there's a I guess it's a stereotype that Australian chicks are hot.
Well, she has an OnlyFans too.
But then I haven't been seeing a lot of hot ones. Like a lot of the ones I've been, Australia story, and it's like, but this one was, and it was about her nipples perpetually being like diamonds. Again,
That's
she
gonna
likes it.
That's gonna up the subscriptions on
It's
OnlyFans
good
if
for
you
her
have permanently
OnlyFans.
hard nipples. Yeah.
She says it's bad for everyday life, but great for OnlyFans.
It's a guarantee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, my nipples will be hard.
Every post.
Yep. She
And
said
are
that she lays in front of a space heater, still hard, can't stop. She calls it her headlights being on, which we say sometimes in the United States, but I
It's
guess
so cheeky and
It's
an
high
Australian
beams.
accent too.
high beams. Yeah, it sounds like it's the only way to refer to your nipples being hard down there. Anyway, point being, I didn't cover that story. Okay.
Okay.
You basically just did right there. I mean,
Yeah.
we caught everybody up.
There's some seriously. I wish it was better news. But you're gonna have to stay tuned because there's just a story that we covered that's developed quite a bit, and I wish I had better news. But it's something you need to hear. So please stay tuned.
Nice. Okay. I mean, that's alarming, but I'm glad that we'll be informed. We do have one tiny international stop before we head to the 5-star reviews and voicemails to end the week. As
Will,
the
did you get any mean Facebook comments?
the wheel commands? No, I didn't continue with that because there are 14 voicemails this week.
Oh.
So,
My God.
That's mean enough for me.
well, if you'd wanted me to go for 2 hours,
No,
No,
They're
let's get
long,
into
aren't they?
Let's get into the news if that's the case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's hop right in, okay?
Yeah.
I bet they're all to the point.
yes, so much so.
I bet they contribute to the show and aren't about the voicemail caller
stick
specifically.
around to the
getting
very-
to hear his own voice or her own voice.
Yes, Pat. Stick around to the very, very end of the show if you want to hear Pat get a chance to listen to one of those that he really enjoys, like that. The
I like them
ones.
long, rambly,
Okay. Well, let's do the
noisy
news.
too. I like them. Are there any noisy ones?
I'm gonna hit the button.
One in particular, I'm ready for you to
Hit
hear.
the button.
Yeah. Cup of coffee in the big time.
Cup of coffee in the big time. Fun facts, trending news, holidays, lots of stuff today. Okay. First off, a fun fact, and we're going to talk about the Golden Arches. Some discerning diners believe that the Coke served at McDonald's actually tastes better than it does at other places.
It does.
And the Sprite.
And it does.
It's like pussy you don't pay for. You know, it's the same thing, but just his a little different, right?
Yeah. And you want to know why? It's because
What?
only McDonald's is only McDonald's delivers their Coke syrup in stainless steel tanks to preserve its freshness. Elsewhere, they get it in plastic bags. So
wow,
yeah.
But you're saying Coca-Cola exclusively delivers in stainless steel tanks to McDonald's?
They get their Coke syrup delivered in stainless steel tanks.
They better be reusing those motherfuckers. If I find out that those are single-use stainless steel tanks, I'm going to be pretty pissed off.
I don't think so.
Wes,
so
you could have. Yeah, go ahead.
It literally does hit different. People say it hits different. It literally does.
It does. You could have said anything, Wes, but this is way good enough an explanation for me.
Yeah, exactly. So
wow,
that's why it tastes better.
Was that the news?
No, that was not the news.
No.
That's just to whet your appetite.
That's to whet your appetite.
I'm going to McDonald's after the show. Oh,
yeah, you're gonna need to.
Well, you might have to wait because the news. I think it's January 31st, but yeah.
It is. Yeah, we're gonna get into it. Let's go to holidays though. Today is Daisy Day, Data Privacy Day, Global Community Engagement Day, International Lego Day, National Activity Professionals Day, National Bigwig Day, National Blueberry Pancake Day, which is fantastic. National Fun at Work Day, which we are certainly celebrating. National Kazoo Day, Pop Art Day, Rattlesnake Roundup Day. So, yeah, lots of days today. Big day, January 28th.
You know what? I don't like this Lego Day. I'll tell you why. Fuck you for a corporation having a day where you expect people to buy your shit. Amazon is the same way with Amazon Day. Get out of here.
About to say. Prime Day is pretty...
Prime Day, at least they offered discounts. Does Lego Day offer a discount on Lego Day?
Probably not. If they do, it's like a Bed Bath & Beyond discount where it's 20% and it's still more expensive than anywhere else.
Just like this year's Amazon Day was. It's bullshit. Get these
what they do,
holidays out of here.
There is an event that goes on Lego Day. It's in Denmark, where Lego's from. And what they do is they get like whoever wants in. It's like kind of like a polar bear plunge thing, but they line up like a bed of hot coals, but it's just Legos, and they got to walk over them shoeless. And
ouch!
Whoever can do it without flinching gets a set of Legos, which are expensive.
Gets the Star Wars set.
Expensive.
But yeah, you're right about Amazon Day. Will, I didn't see really any good deals at all this year.
Tent sale.
Tent sale. Meaning they mark
Friday
everything up to mark it down, and then it's really back to like the normal.
It was
price.
No sale at all. Black Friday or
you're missing
Amazon
the point,
Day.
guys.
Bullshit. Because of inflation, they couldn't.
No, Amazon Day used to be everyone gets Prime, so everyone gets free shipping. That's what it used to be. And now I think they just took that away, and they just still call it.
But this year's sales were nothing because of inflation, though.
You might be right,
costs
Pat.
went
I
up
thought
even
they had
higher
sales
than
though.
Consumer costs. It was insane.
I thought maybe it was just like wishful thinking or like remembering it wrong, but I thought they used to have really good deals.
They did, not in 2021 and probably 22 if the inflation stays high. Yeah,
never again.
Anyway, more on Legos on this day in history. First, a sad one though. On this day in 1986, the Space Shuttle Challenger exploded. It broke apart 73 seconds after liftoff, killing all 7 astronauts on board. So, very sad day. American tragedy, international tragedy, and
I think they broadcast it on TV too.
They certainly did. I was watching it in kindergarten, I believe.
That's one of those ones where people tell you they remember where they were when that happened.
Yeah.
That's one of those moments.
What does the kindergarten teacher tell you when that happens?
They give you candy and just
back to Legos.
Yeah, back to Legos.
Never mind, children.
Yeah. This was a fake thing.
Yeah. In 1958, the Lego brick is patented. So there you go.
Wow.
That's why it's
that led
Lego
to
Day.
billions of dollars.
Yeah. 1820, Fabian von Bellinghausen discovers the Antarctic. So he's believed to be the first person to sight Earth's southernmost continent. So we have him to thank for absolutely nothing, really, except for alien possibilities.
It teases your imagination, though, which is the best part of Antarctica.
It does, yeah, absolutely. Also, 1968, Sarah McLachlan, Canadian singer-songwriter, pianist, producer, Building a Mystery writer and performer. Come on,
Animal Advocate too.
She was born. Well,
oh right, those commercials.
Yeah,
sad ones.
Would you like to hear some beautiful some Building a Mystery lyrics?
Yes.
This pertains to all of us. You're a beautiful fucked up man. You're setting up your razor wire shrine because you're working, building a mystery, holding on, holding it in. Yeah, you're working, building a mystery, and choosing so carefully.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What's the melody to
McLachlan.
Building a mystery.
Yeah.
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 Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick follow up. There are the stats for Prime Day since 2015. Did 11.2 billion
In
on,
sales, yeah.
on
Wow.
2021 compared to 10.4 in 2020. And here's what Prime Day is.
They duped us.
2-day annual event takes place exclusively on Amazon. Sees slash prices across categories like TVs, laptops, mobile accessories, and more.
This year was a tent sale though. That's some
Tell
bullshit.
you what it is. It's
There
a
she
free
is.
ride to space for Bezos
It is.
every year.
McLaughlin? Is that McLaughlin?
That's McLaughlin.
She's
yeah.
cute.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
she sure is.
A lyricist.
Yeah.
Building a
Also,
pants tent, you know?
yeah, right. Yeah. Canadian
That's an older
pants tent.
pick.
Yeah.
Pants tent sales, the worst kind.
Building a pants tent.
Yeah. Also, 1912, Jackson Pollock was born. So, you know, I don't know if you guys are fans of his work, but I absolutely love it. No?
Pollock?
The splotchy paint? Yeah, no.
The one that looks like jizz, yeah.
One of these guys? Yeah.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah. He sold the most expensive painting was $200 million back in 2015
How? I mean, like,
because people just want you want to know.
you know
if
what
this
it is? It's almost like buying a rubber band ball that for $200,000. Like the style.
That's functional, honestly.
Art it is. It's true.
What do you
But,
think
like,
the most? Yeah.
It's just random strokes or whatever, like Mark was saying.
Yeah, it's abstract. What do you think the most expensive painting ever sold was?
430 million, probably like a Picasso or a Monet.
Mona Lisa, half a bill.
You don't sell that.
450 million in 2017
Nice.
for
You guys are
Leonardo
right on.
da Vinci,
Da Vinci.
Salvator Mundi. Yeah.
Wow.
Money
he
well
is.
spent.
Good
Money
guess.
well spent,
Good
yeah.
guesses.
All right, let's get on to some trending mentions. First, Jeopardy champ after a 40-game streak, Amy Schneider. Here she is. I'll find her in a second. There she is. She lost after 40 games. So
$1 million?
Million,
Whoa.
1.382, 1.4 rounded up million.
Back
she
on
now,
the Schneid, right?
right? Yeah, she is now the second longest Jeopardy champion behind Ken Jennings, who has 74. So you guys want to hear the clue that did her in?
Yes.
The only nation in the world whose name in English ends in an H. It's also one of the 10 most populous.
Bangladesh.
You nailed it.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
absolutely nailed it.
Yeah.
Wow.
I didn't. That's totally random. I didn't.
Well,
this
he
man
didn't.
check.
He didn't. Mark, remember you have to say, I'm sorry.
Oh, what is Bangladesh?
What is Bangladesh?
I would have lost. Yeah.
Good job, Mark. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So she said that she wanted to get to Ken Jennings' record to prove that women are smarter than men, but she fell 34 games short. So
Only a mere 34. Oh, no.
Isn't she transgender though?
I don't know.
Yes, I believe
Yeah.
so, Pat.
Well, then that explains it.
Did her brain? She didn't say that about Jennings.
No, she didn't. Not at all.
Okay, yeah.
I made
So
that
be-
up.
Right. There you go.
Also, Pittsburgh Steeler legend QB Ben Roethlisberger announced he will not be returning for a 19th season.
Oh, no.
Saying, quote, "The time has come to clean out my locker, hang up my cleats, and continue to be all I can be to my wife and children. I retire from football, a truly grateful man." So there he is.
How fat is he gonna get? He's got one of those bodies, you know.
Huge. He's going to be huge.
Yeah.
He's going to be wearing 4X, quad X Hawaiian shirts soon.
That's the type of guy. That's the type of frame
Buttons.
you could hang 300 pounds on that frame, an extra 300. You could if you wanted.
Oh,
you
he's
could
so
hang it on.
tall. He could really carry it well. I can't wait to see him just be so inflated on the field in a jersey, like in a 4X jersey.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
going to be awesome.
Yeah, he could get to 5 bills and still be like walking around, no problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, look, it's Big Ben.
You're not gonna recognize him.
Oh, yeah, you will.
I'll put it this way: our kids will see old pictures of Big Ben from when he played, and they're gonna be like, "That's Ben Roethlisberger. That's how fat he's gonna get."
He's going to get big.
Yeah, he's going to get big. Also, trending mention, going to the Supreme Court, Justice Stephen Breyer will step down at the end of his current term. He's one of the remaining liberal
Please say he's a
justices.
conservative. Damn it!
No, he's the remaining liberal justices. Well, this means that Biden gets to appoint another liberal judge that will stay on even longer. So
Someone
they're
Pat,
Yeah,
why
gonna-
would you?
Pat.
It's a strategic move for the Democrats. It's a
Yeah.
good thing for them.
After what did Trump put 9 judges on the bench? I get nervous. I just.
Yeah, well, a conservative wouldn't step down during Biden's term, but Breyer's what, 83, Wes? Did you look up his age?
I'd have no idea. He
think
doesn't
he's
look
83.
83. He doesn't look 83.
He's the oldest justice by far.
Oh,
and
okay.
basically, what happened with Ruth Bader Ginsburg, he's not taking the chance. So he's going to step down.
Fun fact.
He's smart strategically.
He's 83, so he's 2 years older than Joe Biden.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Got him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Got him.
And it wasn't a joke. It was true.
Yeah, this is just like an aged fact.
Nance is up there too, man.
Yeah.
And she's rerunning too. Nancy's coming back.
Or
She
she's
was
walking.
kidding with us. She
She's
said she was
walking.
going to leave, but no, just a joke.
Well, I mean, so many millions in the stock market.
So much money to be made.
So he served for 27 years. So when Biden appoints another judge, it'll still be a 6-3 split between conservative and liberal
Yikes.
judges. Yeah. Couple more. Chicago's top doctor. You guys hear about the new variant, Stealth Omicron, also known as BA.2. It's not technically. This is from Chicago's top doctor. He said it's not technically a new COVID variant and has not yet been classified as a variant of interest or concern by international authorities. It's actually a subvariant or subtype of the Omicron variant, and I guess it has a few more like
Mutations.
anti-vaccine properties. That it mutated.
like
so-
Omicron.
It's a
where it
conservative, huh?
Yeah.
It's anti-vaxxer.
But it's the
It
newest
doesn't-
one.
You're saying Breyer's going to be replaced by a conservative, aren't you? 7-2. You're saying.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll keep an eye on it. One more. Neil Young has successfully removed the music that he owns
Oh,
from
shocker.
Spotify.
Spotify went with Neil Young instead of getting rid of Neil Young. Shocker.
Yeah. Spotify said, we want all the world's music and audio content to be available to Spotify users. With that comes great responsibility in balancing both safety for listeners and freedom for creators. We have detailed content policies in place, and we've removed over 20,000 podcast episodes related to COVID since the start of the pandemic. We regret Neil's decision to remove his music from Spotify, but hope to welcome him back soon as he dies and someone gives us the catalog or something.
Yeah.
Yep.
Joe Rogan draws a lot of water on this application.
Yeah. And Neil Young's out, but Joe Rogan's got a new CD that we're shipping to you. Some music. Yeah.
We paid Joe $100 million, so
Man,
stick with him.
It's put a ton of pressure on the 2018 Live Aid album and the movie Bright soundtrack, which are the only 2 releases still donning a Young song on Spotify.
That's not great.
All right, I got 2 top trends today because we got shit ton of voicemails. But number 2, do you guys know that a SpaceX rocket is set to destroy the moon? You believe that, guys?
Had heard. I'm going to
Doesn't surprise me.
This one was.
Well, you shouldn't believe me because that's not going to happen. But the litter that Elon Musk and SpaceX threw out into space is expected to slam into the moon on March 4th, according to current trajectory predictions. So this particular piece of space trash is from a February 2015 launch out of Florida. It's one of SpaceX's Falcon 9 rockets and has been orbiting the Earth since then. So back in February, it was used to launch a satellite for the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration called Discover, DSCOVR. And it monitors solar winds coming from the sun to better predict space weather in order to perform its job properly. Discover was designed to go a very distant orbit, roughly 1 million miles from Earth. And to get the satellite out there, part of SpaceX Falcon 9, the upper stage or second stage, top of the rocket, it lofted the vehicle up to that height and then, just left it. And then it was
Now it's
orbiting.
going to crash into the moon.
Yeah, and then it's been extremely high, an elliptical path around the planet. But NASA says this will be the first time a piece of space junk unintentionally collides with the moon. And an astronomer and asteroid tracker, Bill Gray, who runs Project Pluto, took a little backhanded jab at Elon, saying, "quote Ideally, junk of this sort would be disposed of a little bit more intelligently."
Right.
Oh,
Right.
oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's okay because Elon's 80 million followers don't care. They just want him to tweet an anime picture with a catchy slogan from some inside nerd joke.
which he's going to.
Yeah.
A cryptocurrency, which
Every
is a
day.
rocket.
Yeah.
Man, it's going to be tough for slutty chicks in space because space trash is going to be thrown around
Oh, yeah.
like
Yeah,
Well,
true.
space
all I
trash
thought,
is
all I
dangerous.
could, I was thinking of Grimes currently on Earth. Is space, she's space trash. Is she?
But also, Pat, it's going to be heaven for slutty chicks because they'll be on ships. And dudes on ships have to take what they can get. And they'll have to take what they can get with the chicks on the ships. And if they're sluts, they can have multiple dudes on the ship. No questions asked. Those dudes are just going to have to deal with it. Because what else are they going to do?
No, it's space trash or nothing.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, really, you got some fucking nerve being on a ship, bagging a ship whore and calling her trash. You know what I mean?
Well,
Because
could
you're
you
on the
ima-
ship too.
Could you imagine like you get off the ship? It's like, and then you like try to break up with her when you're on like the little bio Earth thing. That's gonna be awkward.
Space clinginess is also going to be.
That's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, huge.
Yeah, limited
Not-
resources? No.
Yeah, when they first start, there's not a lot of places to hide, right? To go.
Ooh, I'm going to make shirts that say, I don't share my air, which would be like a fun, it'll be
Is
like
that
a
a queef
fun
reference?
joke, like I'm single. No, just I don't share my air, you know.
Your
like,
solo escape pod guy.
back off,
Yeah.
babe. I'm
Not coming with me.
Yeah.
So, Wes, you're
I'm an in and out
saying that
kinda
this
guy.
is bullshit? You're saying this is bullshit, Wes?
Well,
This thing's not going to hit the moon. It's not going to be a big deal. Nobody.
It's gonna hit the moon, and it is the first piece of space junk that is gonna hit the moon. We need to be more careful about how we dispose of our space junk from these launches. But actually, this guy Bill Gray is kind of excited about it. He says that this impact will allow NASA's Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter and India's Chandrayaan-2 spacecraft to observe the aftermath and see what materials lie beneath the surface. So they are interested in that. He also
Yeah.
did.
What if it opens up to like moon
Yeah.
people?
Yeah, I
Yes.
said we just, to get rid of the space junk, just start chucking it at the moon.
But what if the moon
We're at
people come
Mars.
out and they're like, "Fuck you!" Like now we're gonna fuck with you, and your
This is my
oceans are
house.
fucked.
Either way,
Yeah.
better to know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not the moon. The
It
moon's
cleans
fine.
up our skies and it pings everybody else around us, letting them know, hey, we're not fucking around.
Right.
Oh, man. I bet
You know?
moon people of all aliens probably have like the most style. Like simple, classic, probably like blacks and grays.
I'll tell you what.
Sleek, thin. They're probably thin up there.
Well, they're pale, Pat. They are pale, so they have to have good fashion
Not
because
much sun, yeah.
yeah,
I imagine
they're really
like,
pale.
Like remember the band The Police that Sting was in? Like
Yes.
those dudes at the
A
height
lot of
their
scarves. Like
That's
they're going
how
to be covering
fashionable.
most of their
Well, what
skin.
if there's two because the moon is either like totally bright or totally dark? What if there's
Right.
totally pale and then there's also totally dark people and they live on the opposite sides?
I bet
Could
it's like a
be.
Romeo and Juliet, Capulets, and Montagues
Yeah.
kind of situation to make
West
like a
Side
medium,
Story.
Exactly.
toned.
Yeah,
Babe.
See.
I think so. Wes, you moving on from space? Because I just wanted to mention a couple.
No, I'm gonna.
got some notes.
I got one more thing to say. Gray said that these pieces of junk that like they launch into high altitude can still be an issue though. So they're not all going to crash into the moon or just disappear. They can possibly come back and hit our planet. And if they do, they would come in a much faster and at much more vertical angles to the atmosphere. And likely some pieces could survive re-entry. Quote, if it does come in and hit Earth, there is an admittedly very small chance of a small bit surviving and crashing into the ground. So that's great. We got billionaires just launching rockets willy-nilly, not caring. Maybe someday it's going to take out a whole family. You know,
No, that last
better
part
the
was
moon
like,
than my house is. Yeah.
that was like charging me with the murder that I might commit. Like,
Right,
like,
it's paranoia.
Yeah.
It's paranoia.
What
But
happened?
I mean, we are going to kill ourselves before aliens kill us, probably. Like, have you seen the Large Hadron Collider or whatever? It's like creating new molecules out of thin air on Earth. And there's this rockets could come crashing back down. Also, NASA found more evidence of recent water on Mars on the ground. The orbiter did, and they also found a new magnetar. Remember the thing that makes FRBs? There's one that's like
back on the
a new
FRBs.
kind of magnetar, closer than they ever suspected to Earth, sending out massive energy blasts.
the call is coming from inside the house.
The house, right?
I
The-
thought we'd move past FRBs on this show.
Pat,
but-
there's a lot going on in space right now. A lot.
Well, let's get on to some better news, shall we?
There goes the mask. There goes the space helmet.
There goes the space helmet.
Served
It
its
is
purpose.
time. It is time for.
The cream of the crop!
And all right, guys, it's happened. Our God has bestowed upon us something great to close out the week. A story so great it can only be considered the cream of the crop. A development so monumental it can only come straight from the top of the symbol that is more recognizable than the Holy Cross. I'm, of course, talking about the golden arches at McDonald's. And boy, have they sent in the car for this one.
Send it in.
Send in the car.
What did they do?
Well, this time, it's not just a new menu item. They're not just bringing back the McRib. No, the geniuses over there, probably spawned by listening to this show or being in our Discord, patreon.com/hardfactor, have decided to create a new menu item with already fantastic existing menu items, and they are calling them menu hacks. Okay, I know Mark's heard about this. You guys have heard about this?
Okay, so you can get them at gangbang.
You can get something like that. So I'm going to go over exactly what they're offering us, okay? First off, they're going to offer us what is called the Crunchy Double, okay? And this is the, from McDonald's website, this is the sandwich plot twist you didn't know you were missing. Go in for the classic double cheeseburger taste and end up with the tasty surprise of chicken McNuggets with tangy barbecue sauce. Wow. All in one sandwich. The crunchy.
That's pretty nice.
The Crunchy Double.
Starting off pretty strong.
You can
Love
say
the
that
Crunchy
again.
Double.
Next, one that I've actually tried on my own before I even knew this was going to be a thing, the Hash Brown McMuffin. Why take a bite of hash browns, then a bite of McMuffin, when you can take both bites at the same time?
I don't mean to rain on your parade, Wes, but I've known Mark a little longer than you, and he tried this before you tried this.
Well,
I didn't
good.
want to take credit for it. It's Wes's thing. So
I mean, when we were in high school, I remember Mark being like,
No,
"What if
that's fine.
I?"
That's
and then
fine.
he
Yeah.
was like, "Delicious."
Well, great minds, Pat.
Yeah, great minds,
we're both brothers in McDonald's.
That's
right. Oh, that's big
You know
of
what
you.
I'm saying? Yeah,
That's big of
yeah. This menu hack of hash browns inside a sausage McMuffin with egg is a hit and a great way to start your day. Wow. Right? Yeah.
That is a good one.
That
So far,
is-
2 for 2 in my opinion.
2 for 2, fabulous.
Do you
Okay.
get an extra hash brown on the side with it now if you order that the meal of the hash brown
I don't
McMuffin?
know if you need it.
God, I hope so.
Oh yeah, you do. Come on, you need that.
I would
need
just
an
get
extra
two, I would just
Dip
get
it-
two
dip
of the.
it in the
I would just
sauce,
get
dip it
2
in
of those
the
sandwiches.
ketchup.
Listen, you always
I
got to
just
do
get 2
double
hash
hash
brown.
brown. You always got to get extra hash brown anyway if you're smart. 2 milks,
If you're
2
going
hash
breakfast.
browns. Yeah.
2 milks.
Double milk.
Where
That's
are
a
you?
move.
Where are you getting Where are you ordering a milk, dude?
2 milks.
At McDonald's,
Yeah, people order milk. Milk carton is a big move at McDonald's. It's
a
a
little bottle, 2 of them.
For your 40th birthday, gonna go and maybe get 3 milks.
Wes is picking us up his food at the drive-thru, and he's like, "I'm missing a milk."
There's 2 in there, right?
It's 2.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is your your kid needs his milk? I get that. We'll have it right up.
Oh, it's brilliant when I've got Cam with me. And then he doesn't even want the milk. I just get him.
There you go.
Next, the land, air, and sea. Cover all bases and cravings with this menu item. Hack of a Big Mac, a McChicken, and a Filet-O-Fish. It might float, it might fly, it might take a walk. Take a bite and enjoy.
I'm getting that one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
the
it
C
is
part is the dump you take immediately after. Flush
It's a
it
tall
down.
sandwich. It's a
Yeah,
tall
but
sandwich.
I gotta try that.
Yeah,
Of course you do.
They put a fucking fillet of fish on it.
Yeah, dude, it's got everything.
Come
land, air,
on.
and sea, man.
What are you kidding me? Look at
I
that.
gotta
Amazing.
get the land, air, and sea.
Yeah,
It's that there no doubt in my mind. I'm getting a land, air, and sea. That's
absolutely.
That was the tourism company by Vince Vaughn and Favreau, or Vince Vaughn and his brother Vincent D'Onofrio,
really?
and
Breakup?
the breakup. Yeah.
Oh, hilarious. Yeah. One more to delight your taste buds. The surf and turf. It's beef, it's fish, it's beef and fish. This fusion
Shit
of,
again. Come on, man.
this fusion of undeniable classics brings together the double cheeseburger and the filet of fish. Get this menu hack only in the app.
it's a fish
So,
McGangbang.
Yeah.
This is the worst. This is the worst news that McDonald's employees have heard since they got hired at McDonald's. I'll be
Why's
honest
that?
with you. Dude? You're at McDonald's. It sucks working at fucking McDonald's, and now they're throwing like 15 new complicated ass menu items at you. Come on, man.
Yeah,
And it's
they're,
also
they're real brain busters.
it's an. Oh, you ever worked a line, dog?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, I bet you were flawless.
Extra patty on
It's
the
4 items.
I bet you were flawless at Qdoba.
I was.
But also,
that land there.
It was so good. His boss was trying to get him to suck him off.
That's right.
you know what turned me on, Wes?
Get in here,
order.
superstar.
No, he was trying to suck me off.
Yeah, that's what I said. Let's get that superstar line worker in here. I got to give him a blowjob. He's doing so good.
Oh, this is going to fail so hard.
Well, I don't think so, Pat. I highly disagree with you.
People like menu.
Pat, you're not
hack.
gonna get any of these.
No, dude, a hack is something that you know
You're not
about
gonna get any
that
of
they
these.
don't know about. That's what like
Pat,
hacker culture is.
Crunchy double. Not
Come
gonna
on.
get.
Whoa.
Come
Crunchy
on.
double.
I'm excited about the
Land
crunchy
air and
double.
sea.
Land air and
Crunchy
sea looks
double and land air
fucking
and sea,
gross.
man.
Filet of fish sandwich and anything other than bread is gross as fuck.
The only
man,
one I
you
don't
gotta
want to try
try
is the beef and turf, the fourth one where it's just the cheeseburger and the filet of fish. I don't care about that. The other three look great.
Yeah, the
You know what
original
the
name for that was the Taylor
breakfast
Swift.
one? The breakfast one's gonna make me get a different sandwich and put a hash brown on that.
Yeah, you could do the sausage McMuffin too,
I'll
Holmes.
do one that
No,
I
that's
like.
the sausage McMuffin is what it comes with.
Oh
with-
no, I thought
yeah.
it was just an egg McMuffin.
No, it's
Put
the
it- bring it up?
sausage. It's the sausage McMuffin, isn't it? Yeah, there it is.
Oh,
Sausage
okay,
patty.
yeah. Well, you could get any McMuffin,
I'll
any
get, like,
sandwich,
the-
and put a hash brown in it. Yeah.
I'll get something else.
Even like,
maybe
do they do the
bagel
bagels still?
sandwich.
You could do the
What-
bagel, and put a hash brown in it.
Steak bagel sandwich.
They don't do the
hash
bagels
brown?
anymore, I don't think.
Are you sure?
I don't know. I feel like I went in to
should.
get a bagel.
The quality went down on the bagel things.
Wow.
Yeah. Anyway,
Excited.
starting January 31st, you can do this. And as a little bonus on me, if you tweet us and at McDonald's a picture of your item, your menu hack, with the hashtag #HardFactorSentMe, you will be entered to win a free sweatshirt. So you must be following us on
Whoa.
Twitter. You must at us and at McDonald's and hashtag #HardFactorSentMe.
Wow.
Okay?
I was already going to do it, but
Yeah.
geez, sweet in the pot. Oh, all right.
In the pot.
Say that one more time. So is that
Sweatshirt.
just for the new items, Wes, or is that just McDonald's in general?
It's just the new items, just the hacks. Okay?
Oh,
You got to
Really?
order. You got to get it. You got to order.
Gotta
a hack.
get a hack. Come on.
Yeah. Got to get a hack. This is all about the hacks, brother.
okay.
Listen to what I'm saying.
Or make your own hack
Listen to what I'm
and
saying.
suggest it.
Say it again. Say it again.
Yeah. At McDonald's, at Hard Factor News, hashtag Hard Factor Sent Me. You got to be getting the hack.
And what can they win?
They can win a free sweatshirt
And what more than that?
and a
What-
delicious meal.
Two things. Like,
Yeah.
Can we get another thing?
Sure. What do you want to throw in?
I love this idea. I don't know. What's a sweatshirt and
Why you keep sweetening in the pot?
Sweatshirt and a hat.
I know. And I have those limited edition Hard Factor white hats that we only made 25 of.
Ooh.
Oh.
There you go.
I will
There you
send
go.
2 of those.
Look at that.
Wow.
You did
You
sweeten
got to
it.
do everything that's. I'll reiterate this next week when it actually launches, but you got to do everything down to a T. Okay. All right. That whole segment, that cup of coffee in the big time, was brought to you by our amazing sponsor, Bird Dogs. Guys, if you have been listening, let me just preface this: if you're listening out there with your ladies, you might want to cover their ears because I have a confession to make. I'm not wearing any underwear. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
you dog.
And you want to know why I'm not?
Because I hacked McDonald's earlier.
No, it's not to steal your girl, even though I could. It's not because I'm some kind of heathen. It's because I don't have to because I'm wearing some Bird Dogs right now. Yeah, you want to see? There they
Yeah.
are. There they are.
Let's see that cock.
Look at those liners.
Oh, he's got the
Yeah,
shorts
there
with
she
the
is.
liners.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm holding right now the unlined joggers, Wes, my favorite pants.
Whoa,
They are
those look
incredible.
good.
And
Yeah.
they are something else, let me tell you.
Listen, you've been hearing about how great Bird Dogs shorts are and pants are for a while now, and lots of you have sent us DMs being like, "Oh my God, thank you for telling me about Bird Dogs. They are literally the most comfortable shorts I have ever worn. I don't have to wear underwear anymore, and now I'm having more sex than I ever have before in my life
So
thanks
much
to these
sex.
shorts." Yeah, listen, we know. We
insane.
are aware. They are dangerous. The first time you put on some Bird Dogs, you might want to clear your schedule and clean your place before going out because you're going to bring home a stranger and you're going to get laid, my friend.
So fast.
Yeah. Quite frankly, they are dangerous and should come with a warning tag that says, "Warning, these incredibly comfortable and great-looking shorts and pants might get you laid more than you can even handle.
It's like you're on a ship. They should put. It's like it's like these are ship pants. Is what they should say.
For sure. The best part about it too is when you have to like sneak out. Like you don't have to look for too many. You don't have to look for your underwear and all that stuff.
Right.
It's just put the bird dogs back on and get out of there.
They're also quiet. They're quiet when you walk too.
These ship pants are going to get wet.
Yeah, they can, and they can wet,
and they'll wick off easily.
That's right.
They can get wet.
Yeah,
and they can get others wet.
Right.
There you go. That's right, Pat. I went to Whole Foods today wearing these shorts, and let me tell you that I feel like a slab of grass-fed beef. Wait, hang on. My son's knocking. What's that, buddy? 5 models trying to get in the house, you say?
Wow.
Shit, not again. They must have tailed me from Whole Foods.
Look at that.
Awkward.
Okay, just lock the door, buddy.
The power
Guys,
of bird dogs.
Bird
He's
dogs.
not wearing bird dogs, is he? You better
Bird
get down
dogs
there.
problems, you know what I mean?
He's about age to start being in trouble if he starts wearing bird dogs.
Yeah, he is. I mean, this is the kind of trouble you get in when you wear them out. Yeah. Anyway, did bird dogs do it again, or did bird dogs do it again? They did it again, quite frankly. Go to birddogs.com, enter promo code FACTOR, and they'll throw in a free Bird Dogs whistle ball. You've heard us talk about that on the show many times. It's those Nerf, you remember those Nerf Vortex Howler footballs? They whistle when you throw them. They can go, a country mile, as we say. Bird Dogs threw their logo on it, and you get one of those. It's genius. That's birddogs.com, promo code FACTOR, and boom, a free Bird Dogs whistle ball with your pair of Bird Dogs. Bird Dogs, you will not want to take these things off, but she sure as shit will. You know what I mean?
Yeah, let me sweeten the pot on this one. If you tweet at us and the girl you had a one-night stand with from the Bird Dogs, we'll give you a free something. Yeah,
there you go.
Free T-shirt.
Yeah,
it's gonna happen. So just
I mean,
you've already gotten yours at that point too.
At
so
Bird Dogs, at her, and that Hard Factor, and be like,
right.
she likes Bird Dogs.
Yeah, honestly, they're great shorts. You really need to try them out. So
yeah,
that's that.
Okay. Real quick before we move on, Wes, aren't you vegetarian now? How are you going to enjoy these menu hacks, man?
Listen, I've got about 13 more days, or 2 weeks to go. I'm over the 2 week mark. I'm like 17 days.
Oh, this
in.
was a temporary deal.
I'm giving it 30 days. I'm certainly going to treat myself after 30 days to one of these menu hacks.
So you're going to watch people tweet for 10 days.
Yeah.
These hacks.
Listen, I'm cooking my son bacon. I'm doing all
man.
kinds of shit that's driving me crazy, but I'm persevering.
You're gonna watch us eat crunchy doubles next week.
Yes.
On air.
Oh
yes.
Man.
I gotta
if you want to be assholes, yeah, sure.
This is my
You're
favorite
forcing
promotion.
us to eat crunchy doubles.
It's my favorite promotion we've ever done. All right, guys, we have a follow-up on a disturbing story that we covered earlier this week, one that sent shockwaves through the nation, and it seems to be further developing. So here we go. There's another reported instance of taxpayer dollars being used to accommodate elementary school boys and girls. I'm sorry, I'm not allowed to say that anymore. Elementary school-aged kittens and puppies, or genetically human young people that identify as cats or dogs. Some call them furries, but the technical term is a theranthrope, which means half animal, half human. Other acceptable words to refer to these beings are manimals or animorphs. And anyway, as you remember, guys, earlier in the week, we covered the story of a Michigan mother who blew the lid off a well-hidden affirmative action program that allows for Michigan school children who identify as cats to poop and pee in litter boxes, which are provided by and paid for by the Michigan school system, and thereby hardworking taxpayers. And these litter boxes are rampant in the public little boys and girls rooms all across Michigan. And, we thought and frankly prayed that this was an isolated incident. It seems that our prayers have not been answered.
Disgusting.
And, yeah.
She was right. So she was right.
She was right.
Uh-oh.
She was right.
Wow.
And, guys, you might want to listen up, Mark and Wes, on this one, because it's about to hit pretty close to home.
You don't say Austin's got this going on?
Not quite, but pretty close.
San Antonio?
You know
It's
what
got
I
to be
mean?
San Antonio.
You know, they don't play this shit in San Antonio, bro.
Yeah, they do. Oh, yeah, they do.
Hey, man, you dressed up like a cat? I don't think so.
I've
They
seen
get
the tails
they
in
get
San Antonio.
smacked upside the head.
I'll show you what I do to a cat. All right, guys, Okay. Our prayers have not been answered, I said. And thanks to a Texas GOP candidate who keeps her ear to the ground in her potential district of 136, we now know that cafeteria tables in the Round Rock Independent School District, just north of Boston.
That's so close.
Yeah, their cafeteria tables are being lowered to accommodate those who identify as part of the chordata phylum.
What the fuck is chordata?
It's a four-legged animal. Yeah, it's. I went broad there instead of identifying as a cat or a dog.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I could have gone in the mammalia class, but I
Why are
thought
these tables being
You're
lowered?
shitting me.
Well, they people that identify as cats, you know this, Mark. Imagine your cat's just a little bit bigger, 4 times bigger than they are right now.
Okay.
Right? They would want to eat on all fours like they do now, and they can't sit in chairs. So the tables need to be lowered so that they can be at a trough level effectively.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah,
I told you this was real.
it's real.
So where does this stem from? Just like people not having the balls to tell a child that it's not an animal?
Some are saying it's Joe Biden. Some are saying it's Joe Biden.
Okay.
I don't know. Okay, but I know that it's picking up. And earlier this week, as I said, Republican candidate for Texas House District 136, Michelle Evans. She by the way tweets under the apt Twitter handle @ThinkerMichelle.
Yeah, she's smart.
Mm-hmm. She tweeted, and I quote here, guys. Cafeteria tables are being lowered in certain Round Rock ISD middle and high schools to allow, quote, furries to more easily eat without utensils or their hands, open parentheses, i.e., like a dog eats from a bowl.
No.
Close parentheses.
How mad are hardcore sex addict furries at this, that they're being labeled furries?
A lot.
These kids.
Very
not.
upsetting.
Yeah.
I think in fact, last time we discussed this, there was somebody who was upset that we discussed it. And I believe, from the vantage point of like, hey, stop dragging furries all over this thing.
No, this isn't
not
fair
a
to
furry
furries.
thing.
I think I just heard every grandpa roll over in his grave.
Not just grandpas, Wes, grandmas too. I'm going to get to that.
Lowering of the table. This isn't real, is it? That can't be real.
You saw the
She
tweet.
tweeted. She tweeted it.
She's deadly serious.
The
and she is-
Michigan lady was wrong.
Well, this is a potentially elected representative of our country. Will.
Okay. Well,
she's
she
dead
could
serious.
be wrong too.
Well, that's not what she's saying. So this is a BOMBSEHLL bombshell. Guys, I'm going to go on a limb here and say that we haven't seen this brave or accurate reporting since InfoWars amplified the brave tweet journalism of David Goldberg NY, who absolutely, if you remember, blew the lid off the underground child sex ring that was being orchestrated by Hillary Clinton staffer John Podesta, who was peddling kids for sex out of a recently filled basement in the Comet Ping Pong Pizza Shop in Washington, D.C.
Pizzagate.
Yep. A lot of people said that wasn't real.
This sounds bigger.
It's bigger. Guys, a bit about Michelle. I want you to meet her because she's probably going to be representing you in D.C. not too long. A bit about...
Well, if she shuts down this furry situation, it's going to be sooner rather than later.
She gets rid of short tables. She's in.
Yeah, she's in.
No, I wholeheartedly agree. I
No
mean,
more
big
short
problem.
tables.
a lot of politicians have been elected for less, right? Am I right?
So, like, what happens here? I'm a cat. Okay,
they don't-
okay, sure, you're
you
a
got
cat.
it wrong already, bro. They don't speak. Okay?
Yeah, they meow.
Oh, yeah. See?
That's Michelle Evans right there, guys. She's, well, needless to say, got my absentee vote. She's a fitness coach, a small business owner, and a fierce advocate for families.
Well, hang on. She's a pot calling the kettle black because she's a fox. You know
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
She's not ugly. And she's a mom, Mark. She's
Damn right she is. She bangs.
she's running on some unique platform points, if you ask me. According to her website, guys, the pillar of her...
No furries. Is that what one of them says?
No. I mean, in some respects, yes, but no. The pillars of her campaign are to improve public education, right? So that's not wasting tax dollars on things like lowering cafeteria tables for minorities, supporting police, protecting paternal rights, lowering property taxes, securing the border, and defending your rights by opposing vaccine mandates. And if you're out there saying, I'm anti-vax and I'm super hip, if you think that's cool now, well, maybe check in with Michelle, who's been anti-vaccine since at least 2015. When she co-founded the Mommy and Me group turned political action committee, Texans for Vaccine Choice. And you better listen up because she did that while simultaneously running her local chapter of Moms for Liberty, which I didn't read up about, but I assume is a watchdog group of moms who come to the aid of children.
Calm group of women.
Whose liberty are being infringed upon. And she did that while she was being a mom and a fitness coach and a small business owner. Any more questions?
Impressive. Well, you got just a commentary on that. You got to love how COVID has really given anti-vaxxers a second wind. Like, these people were basically done with being taken seriously by the general public, and then COVID rolls around and nobody trusts the fucking.
It was like a civil rights movement for them
after the Omicron wave.
It was a windfall for
exactly. So now they're back in it. Everybody who had shut them out is now like, oh yeah, the vaccine. I still caught COVID and I got.
I know.
So I'm willing to listen. So
we got a taste of it in 2018 when we were shitting on anti-vaxxers, but back then they didn't call you un-American for it, right? Or a communist,
right?
Now you're liable to get shot. They're so protected. Anyway, guys, hearing this story made me take a deeper look into this issue to see if it's spreading as fast as it seems to be. And unfortunately, it didn't take long for me to find more.
No.
According to a report, we missed this, but it was made back in August. An anonymous grandmother told WLKY in Kentucky, quote, apparently, from what I understand, they're called furries. They identify with animals. These people will hiss at you or scratch you if they don't like something that you're doing. This is not a new problem. And I was hearing rumblings of this last year, but it really got bad when they went back to school this year. I have 2 grandkids in school, and my grandkids, they didn't want to go to school anymore because they've been bullied. The furries are bullying them. Yep. Guys, Twitter backed this up too, responding to Michelle's tweet with stories of their own. At the Francis Saltaire said, at my girlfriend's grad school in Canada, she's Canadian, you don't know her, the male students aren't allowed outside without a female student walking them on a leash.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
It's a problem.
Yeah, and the great God Pan said, this is a teenager wrote this. It might be a little, it's, the parlance of their times. Mm-hmm. People are clowning on you, but I am one of the middle schoolers. I eat like a dog in the cafeteria, and I'm proud of it. It's the only thing I can be proud of since the teachers taught me to hate myself for being mayo. Please use my tweet as proof.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Real pioneer.
So it's because of critical race theory he started eating like a dog.
Yep.
I get it.
You get it? So
I get it. I'm hip to it.
Send us a picture of any children with the hashtag. You got to add us. And at Furries International and hashtag Hard Factor stopped me. No, at Thinker Michelle. At her and us, if you see it first.
And a picture of a little table.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Small table.
Well, Pat, we want to make sure that we get, so obviously teachers might be concerned about sending us photos of these children, these little cats and dogs. So if you want, you can send us a picture of them perfectly anonymously. We won't mention your name. We won't say where we got it from. All under the cover. But we know that you teachers want to send us some of these pictures. So don't be afraid to do so.
Yeah, your teacher will protect your identity. Also, Amazon, there's a zoom lens for the iPhone.
Since they're on all fours, it'll be easy to not see, they won't see the picture.
Back of their heads, guys.
Back of the heads,
Anyway.
This turns out to be a real thing. I'm going to be so disappointed.
Clearly, it's real.
Oh, yeah. This is something to be worried about for sure.
No, the teachers union wrote a letter because apparently like 7 or 8 teachers really damaged their shins, the ones that had cafeteria duty over the last couple months. So it's low tables.
I'll tell you what, though. Cat prom is going to be lit.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
cat prom? Cat prom is going to be awesome.
Cats don't need to be in a committed relationship or a private room to fuck. They fuck wherever they want to fuck.
It's going to be a mess. Get a mop for cat prom.
Lots of fights, yeah.
No, they'll look it up, Mark. They'll look it up. All right, guys. If you're a small business owner, you're busy enough as it is with kids going to school as furries. There's a lot to worry about. One less thing to worry about is dealing with postage, right, by having to go to the post office because you can get postage right at home with Stamps.com. Skip the trip. Never waste another dollar or another minute. Stamps.com lets you print official postage right from your computer. What? So spend less time at the post office and more time running your business. I've been a Stamps.com user for about 10 years now. It is fantastic. I ship everything from home. I ship stuff that I wouldn't ship out, right? And that makes people's days, people in my circle, my friends. I'm going to ship one of these Hard Factor hats to the winner of the McDonald's hashtag Hard Factor sent us menu hack channel.
Sent me. Yeah.
Oh, sent me. I'm going to send that. We'll put a graphic out so the exact official rules come out properly. But just get ready for it. But I'm going to send that with Stamps.com. Saves you money, saves you stress. For 20 years, Stamps.com has been indispensable for over 1 million businesses. Stamps.com gives you access to all the post office and UPS shipping services you might need right from your computer. And you get discounts you can't find anywhere. 40% off USPS rates up to 76% off UPS rates. Whoa. Whether you're sending invoices, side hustle, Etsy shop, whatever. Maybe you got an eBay biz, get Stamps.com. All you need is a computer and a printer, no special supplies, and you're running out of time. So you might want to get on this now because we got a promo code for you, and it's sick. Save time and money this year with Stamps.com. Sign up at Stamps.com with promo code HARDFACTOR for this special offer. That includes a 4-week trial, free postage, and a free digital scale. Oh, shit! Come on, man. No long-term commitments or contracts. Stamps.com. Microphone button in the top right. Hard Factor, one word. Bam, Stamps.com.
Nice. All right, I have a 4-pack for you today. 4. 3 international ones and 1 from Florida, that is actually also international. I've said too much already. Let's go.
It's time for the TikTok International Moment.
Let's do the Florida one first, all right? It's Friday after all. Florida Man Friday. Full episodes can be found on Patreon for just $5 a month. You get over 50 Florida Man Fridays and new ones each week, like this week where you find all about Tron, the Gap-Tooth rapper, and you get Discord access to join the best community in the world, the Hardo Hive. Get the sods, get the Discord, patreon.com/hardfactor.
This week's extended Florida Man Friday has 13 Florida Man video clips in it.
And they're all great.
And they're all stunning.
Did you hear that?
I haven't been more excited to listen to an episode. Honestly, I wasn't on today's episode, but seeing the thumbnail for Tron,
yeah,
the rapper Tron from Florida who's running his mouth.
Tron moves the needle, Pat.
He's pretty excited.
Tron moves the needle, and you could fit 15 of them in between the gap in his teeth. So Olivia Garcia, guys. I don't know if I have a picture of her or not. You'll just have to take my word for it that she exists. Okay. Olivia Garcia, she took the whole Floridian family on a nice little vacation a few states north in lovely North Carolina recently. Okay. A state we all know very well, being Virginia boys, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Borders it. Great state.
Just one south from us.
Mm-hmm. Love it. I lived in the Outer Banks one full summer when I was 21. No big deal. North Carolina is great, is the point. And everyone that knows anything about North Carolina knows that when you're in the Tar Heel State, you got to swing by Gastonia, which is exactly what Olivia made the family do. Gastonia, North Carolina. You guys big fans?
Never heard of it. I mean, I've heard of it, but I've never really heard of it.
Sounds like south of the border or something.
Oh, okay. Maybe this image will refresh your memory.
Oh.
You see
what is that?
That's Gastonia. That's Gastonia, Pat. North Carolina, as the image said. Let me play you a quick video from TikTok vacation traveler Zachary Kesey. All right, let me just play this for you. And this is Gastonia, North Carolina.
Those mountains are too tall.
Carolina.
Look at this.
Oh, my God.
It says, what a gem, true gem.
Those mountains are bigger than the Rockies.
Wow. That's
Gastonia,
beautiful.
North Carolina.
Look at it.
No, yeah, that's
unbelievable.
Those are not Appalachian
gigantic
some
snowy
sheer
mountains
cliffs.
and valleys.
Yeah.
Looks like the setting of Heidi. It's
incredible.
Stunning. It turns out Zachary's a location spoofer, and he puts up images and videos of beautiful locations like Switzerland and the Swiss Alps where he was vacationing, and then says, look, this is Gastonia, North Carolina. And then those videos get tons of views and trick people like Olivia Garcia into dragging the whole family to a small town with, quote, just rundown gas stations.
What a dick.
Oh, my God.
Did he encourage her into it, like via DMs and messages and stuff?
We'll get to that, but he had his TikTok had over 5 million views, so a lot of Olivia saw it. Let's play a clip of Olivia's reaction to getting duped hard.
Hilarious.
We can talk over it because
that John Denver's full of shit.
He is. Here's Olivia admitting she got duped on TikTok.
I may just drive an hour out of the way, BC, of this TikTok. I'm dead.
This is her showing Gastonia, and it's just
It's
run
like
down.
completely flat, old chevron.
Yeah, it's a piece of shit North
It's
Carolina
a
town.
shit town. It's just a dump.
How did she think? I mean, like,
There's no mountains.
She knows she's a little. She knows she's a little
tizzy.
ditzy.
Yeah,
little
she's a
ditzy
little
for
tizzy.
this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where did she drive in
that
from?
Vision.
Florida.
What
with
the
the
fuck,
family.
man?
I think they went to a few places in North
Yeah,
Carolina.
she said an hour
She
out
said
of
she
the
went an
way.
hour out of her way. They probably were in Raleigh or wherever.
Yeah.
And then they went to Gastonia because she's like, we have to do a day trip to Gastonia,
Oh, it's
guys.
beautiful.
It's
Yeah, but
beautiful.
she show her husband or whoever she's with, and he's like, "Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
the
incredible."
entire Garcia
Gastonia.
family is to blame. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that Gastonia. My God.
Yeah. So
An hour, you say?
worth it. Yeah. They couldn't even you'd be able to see the
Hard to
mountains an
believe
hour away if they were
it
that
could be
big.
that mountainous just an hour from here.
Right. Let's take it to the internet to see some reactions here. We've got Joshua Ashbaugh says they meant West Gastonia. You went to South Gastonia. He's still trying to trick her. And then Christopher Gilbert says best part is that she videoed the nicer part of Gastonia. And then one last comment. Here you go, Will, about Zachary. Zachary says to her, "I'm so sorry," and then Olivia says, "I forgive you."
Yeah. So
It's awesome.
So yeah, he got her,
Acknowledged
and then,
she got her.
they're having fun with it. They're both getting views. So there you go. Dum Dum gets duped hard, and millions of views later, everyone finds out about Gastonia, North Carolina. Even the mayor got in on it. Gastonia Mayor Walker E. Reed III said, "Apparently, we are the talk of the town, and while Gastonia is certainly not Switzerland, we're glad people are learning more about our great city."
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
They're learning how shitty you run it.
it's not a great video.
I don't have a lot of resources, Wesley.
That's a great one. So she got. All right. Speaking of Switzerland, let's actually go there to real Switzerland. No jokes this time. I'd like you to meet former top Swiss banker Piran Vincenz. And Piran is the former CEO of Swiss Raiffeisen Bank, a big bank there, and he's on trial for allegedly being really shady with money. Can you believe it? Top Swiss banker.
Giant banker. No way.
Yeah. The former banker of the year did have explanations for the millions of dollars the courts are trying to determine if he fraudulently took from his former company and from other companies. It's pretty simple, really. He said they were all business expenses, right?
Right.
So
He
what
said,
about...
What do you
yeah.
expect? I'm a Swiss banker.
Yeah. Why are we all on trial here? You want to drag all of us in? It's like the steroid era in baseball. What about? They said the court goes. What about the $217,675 you charged the company at strip clubs, Piran? And he said business expenses.
Said, what a great time.
Yeah, what a great time. So those business guys love strip clubs. And then one
Part
judge
of
was
the deal. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that was a good explanation. But one judge pried a little further. He was confused. He said, what about the times you went to the strip clubs by yourself, Piran? And he said, oh, the people that I invited for business talk just didn't show up those times. So they were supposed to be for business. But
You got to treat yourself. I mean,
Yeah.
you're not gonna go and then not treat yourself.
You got to make sure that the strip club is worthy of your clients.
good
Right,
point.
Your patronage.
Research.
What's a Zurich strip club like? You know, like I couldn't even imagine
Expensive.
how classy that is.
Fucking expensive.
I mean, Swiss chicks.
Tall
Well,
strippers.
you think like a Vegas strip club is classy? You think the Spearmint Rhino is classy? Like I couldn't imagine how
Tall
classy.
strippers.
Spearmint-
Way classier. The Spearmint Rhino looks like Gastonia, North Carolina compared to
Zurich. Yeah. So they're gonna have. It's gonna be like.
Spearmint Rhino. Come on.
I don't even know
like
if you're allowed to touch anybody.
Eyes
You
wide
probably-
shut in there.
They touch you. Yeah.
Yeah. Hard. Yeah.
How about the $750 dinner with a Tinder date? They asked Piran, and he said business expenses. He not only was trying to bang her and impress her by buying her a fancy dinner, but he was vetting her for a potential job at the company, he said.
This isn't that bad. This guy's like this guy. I mean, there's so many
Blowjob
more horny
assistant.
businessmen
Yeah.
in America that do this all the time.
What about the expensive trip to Australia, he said. Simple business expense, he said. He wanted to examine the country's ATM machines, and what better place to do it than a 5-star hotel, and then you need to be well rested to check those ATMs, so you got to go fly private. So
Yeah. And then you got to go to the strip club too, probably to make sure that you
Yeah.
you can entertain your clients in Australia as well.
You're on to it, Will. All told, he charged over $500,000 to the company for personal stuff like a $4,000 hotel repairs fee when a stripper he was dating, and he got into a, quote, massive row, which is Swiss for huge fight, and destroyed the hotel room in a fight.
Look, when you're banker of the year, you got to blow off steam. And this is part of the territory.
Absolutely.
Well, so that was just day one of the trial. It was over $500,000 in fraudulent charges to the company card. The rest of the week, he's going to be facing collusion and insider trading charges with his buddies for like $10 million to screw over other companies.
Okay. He's
Tip of the iceberg.
Write off a lot fighting that. That's gonna
business expense.
It's pretty expensive.
Yeah. So yeah, he's in trouble. There
Good
he
for
is.
him.
Swiss banker. Yeah, he had a hell of a time though.
He sure did.
He had
He
a
sure
great
did.
run. He had a great run.
Yeah. All right, let's move on. This next one's a sad one, guys. It's a tragedy, honestly. Charles alerted me to this one, by the way. In the UK, that's right, in the UK, over 50% of the population is obese. The cat population is what I'm referring to. Cats.
Whoa.
Got to raise the tables over there. Make
They
it
might.
harder for them to eat.
Leave it. Well, yeah, there you go. That's a good point. Or they could just leave them high if their bellies are so big they can still probably eat at a high table, so you're going to really raise them. They don't know what the hell is going on over there. They think maybe due to COVID, pet owners are at home more and they're just feeding the bejesus out of these poor cats, and they're now catching diabetes like people catch Hep C on a Kid Rock tour bus, which is at a very high rate. But yeah, I mean, in fact, the Royal Veterinary College is asking owners in Bedfordshire, Buckinghamshire, Hertfordshire, and London to allow their diabetic cats to participate in a new dietary trial because they have seen over 50,000 cases of diabetes in cats.
Jesus.
Look at these fucking fatties. Look at these fucking fat cats.
Well,
39 pounds.
Look at them.
Oh,
Look at
I
that
like
guy.
round one.
I love fat cats.
I mean,
Look
they're
at fat
cute.
cats all day.
They're
Look
cute.
at that cutie.
They're cute, but
That's the problem.
I do feel bad. I feel like Mike has gotten fatter since COVID. Like since I've been home more, since I left the day job, the corporate job. Like he's
depressed that you guys are home more. It's like that's what the cat like they're eating.
I guess
Yeah.
he's depressed or he hangs around more. Like he's just
Yeah, I
he
know.
wants food
I'm
all
joking.
the time.
Well, there's good news, Will. If you were in the UK at least, and maybe they can spread this trial elsewhere. The good news is that so far the trial is very successful. In fact, over 75% of the diabetic cats that have entered have reversed their diabetes
Look at that.
after entering this trial.
Polar West.
Yeah, vegetarian.
A total Wes. And the trial consists of a few parts, like special dietary food, sure, and then insulting the cats and making them work out on treadmills with bowls of food just out of their reach. They keep speeding it up. They keep speeding it up until they can't get it. No, it is true, though. They are experiencing 75% success rates. That part's true on reversing diabetes. And also, I do think that cat gyms could be a big business boom this and next year for the fat cats. You drop your cat off and you have physical trainers in the gym that make the cats do exercises.
But
Pick 'em back up.
if you pick the cat up, is it going to be missing an ear?
What do you mean?
You mean
You
like
know,
a
because
fight?
cats fight a lot.
Well, you can have like little rooms, like little cubicles with their own, I don't know.
Solo cat gyms.
Yeah, solo cat gyms. Like, yeah. I haven't worked out all the details, Will. It's just,
I was just
They
wondering.
do have
No,
those
I'm-
cat
I'm
coffee
curious.
shops already.
yeah,
You know,
they have
you
cat
can go-
coffee shops.
Yeah.
You just put some wheels in there. Like that. I saw big hamster wheels for cats. You do the treadmill thing.
I could be a cat gym client for sure.
Oh, yeah.
And-
That's what I'm, see? I would be too. That's two.
Isn't
Cat
it a
owners, two.
hassle getting cats anywhere though?
No, it's just a box. You just box them up.
I mean,
You know what you got to do is you
if
send
they're
those
fat,
cats
they can't run away, Wes.
True.
to any
fair enough.
daycare, and those are going to be the fittest cats you've ever seen.
Because I will be running away from the children. Yes.
That's true. Well,
you go.
either way, just a model to send the cat somewhere. The person that owns the shop gets some sort of money, whether it's a daycare or a gym.
Also, Mike has been really taking to the baby, so like he's yeah.
All right,
I
well,
think
we
that
got.
might be contributing to his fatness.
We're gonna get our cats fit this year, Will. It's all good. Last stop, last international one of the week. Do you guys own any World's Greatest Dad swag, like #1 Dad, World's Greatest Dad,
I have a
stuff
mug.
like that?
No.
No.
I have
I have
a
a mug, yeah.
world's dopest dad shirt that my mom sent me with a big pot leaf on it.
That's
Wow.
counts, right?
Pretty disappointed in my family right now that I don't have any.
You got none of
World's
that,
Greatest Dad stuff. I got 2 out of 3 dads got a World's Greatest Dad thing. I got nothing over here.
It's unbelievable.
Look at this. I'm sure I'll collect them.
Well,
over the
you're
years.
in the same boat, Will, as the person from the story, the subject of the story. I'll tell you who doesn't have a world's greatest dad thing. That's an unnamed 55-year-old father in China who tried to kill himself at a public train station, leaving a suicide note with guards that was addressed to his 29-year-old son and said, "Son, I live a life of shame because you are still single and have not started a family. People of my age in the village all have children and grandchildren already." And then he added, "But you are 29 and have achieved nothing." And then, this is real, the man then handed the cruel note to a guard and said, "Get this to my son," at the Shanghai railway station on January 22nd, and said that he had just overdosed on medication. So he took the pills, went up to a guard, handed him the note, and then he, quote, fainted on the spot. He did survive. They resuscitated him, which is going to be awkward when he goes back home when he gets out of the hospital and goes back home, because everyone now knows about the note.
No way. They're going to see each other again.
Oh, yeah. I mean, his son better at least have a few dates set up by the time he gets back home.
Yeah, they'll see each other begrudgingly. You know, look, whatever gets it done. That's what I say. You know, yeah, a bit drastic, but you better believe the son's going to get out there if he cares about his dad at all, and
that's what I'm saying.
Put on a pair of bird dogs. I don't know, but he's going to get to work.
He better. He's going to kill his dad if he doesn't. He better have some fucking dates lined up. Apparently, and this is what I've read online, so, you know, take that with a grain of salt. Don't say, "Oh, you don't know anything about China." I don't. But there is apparently an extremely high expectation for people to get married before the age of 30 in China, and young women who are not married by the age of 27 are commonly referred to as shangnu, or leftover women.
Space trash.
Yeah, space trash.
You
You're space trash if you're not married by 27.
Clean up with some Shangnu over there.
Yeah, that's when they start getting ripe.
Shangnus are easy for sure.
So if you're that means if you're a 30-year-old single dude, you need to go on a Shangnu trip.
Yeah, this guy needs to hit up a bunch of Shangnus.
Oh man, Shangnu.
You think they have Shangnu bars that you can go to?
Yes, I do think so. Yeah.
What's that, Pat?
Shangnu King is such a good social handle if it's available.
Shangnu.
A guy that just bangs Shangnus.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I know how to treat Shangnus.
I mean, 30. What?
Just
27.
Just
27.
Time.
What?
The suicidal father has received some support from other fathers on China's popular social media platform Weibo. They are like, "Yeah, we get it. That kid sucks, and we're thinking about killing ourselves for you. That's way too old to be single." Like, apparently, like a lot of the fathers.
Oh, Weibo, they're siding with the dad.
Yes, a lot of people, a lot of fathers are siding with the dad, being like, "We get it. We get it."
I would do the same. I would
failure to launch there. Yeah. So,
boy, talk about some shame.
Yeah.
Some serious shit. Hey, you know, over in Asia though, I know they probably because they carry so much shame. There's only one country that's decriminalized marijuana. They just did it this week, and it's Thailand in Asia. So, congrats to Thailand.
Congrats, Thailand.
That movie Broke Down Palace is going to hit a little different now, but is this dad's taking no responsibility, right? Like he's just putting it all on his boy.
No, that's why he. I think that's why he wants to kill himself, and that's a lot of the stuff on Weibo. It says it's the responsibility of the father to make sure the child has had a family.
You failed.
He thinks he's failed for sure, Pat.
Shame on your whole family. There's a lot of shame going on. Yeah. You get shamed a lot in those cultures, it seems like.
Do you check?
You watch that?
Your kid's gay first before you kill yourself? Like to be like, hold on, you're not gay, right? And if he's like no, then like okay, now I got to kill myself.
I don't think it was even a question for him. He's not. I mean, he would have killed himself probably if the kid was gay.
The shame outweighs it no matter what.
Yeah.
What's that? Crazy Rich Asians? They're shaming the shit out of people in that movie.
Oh yeah.
It's all about shaming people.
It's like that Game of Thrones scene.
Yeah.
Shame. All right. Well, guys, that's it. That's it for the 4-pack. And look, I've been working too hard this year and not working out enough. I want to get in shape this year. I want to get in shape for the Florida trip for summertime. I'm going to the beach in North Carolina, but don't have time to get to the gym, right? Luckily for me, Echelon Fitness brings the gym home. Have a New Year's resolution to reach your fitness goals? Well, it can really help to have world-class instructors like Nicole Griffin and Michael Brown choreographing classes with music from your favorite artists like a Mr. Pitbull, Mr. Worldwide. And you get a community of hundreds of thousands of people who can give you that extra push. Echelon Fitness gives you that. So Echelon Fitness, by the way, it's an affordable way to get the workout equipment, the workout community, and an instructor's motivation right in the comfort and privacy of your own home with your fat cat. Echelon Fitness's fitness app provides you thousands of live and on-demand classes with great music from your favorite artists. Like I said, Pitbull, Old Dominion, many more. And with Echelon Fitness, you can work out anytime, day or night, and crush your fitness goals. Just pick your class, climb the leaderboard, cheer each other on, and give it your all. Echelon Fitness's full range of affordable workout equipment, including stationary bikes, smart rowers, sleek fitness screens, and the auto-folding treadmill. That's right, you can get it in, get it out, fold it back up, get it out of the way, are all connected to provide the Echelon Fitness experience. Around-the-clock classes for the family, including full-body workout programs that keep you coming back. One membership covers a family of 5. The entire Olivia Garcia family might be getting fooled, but they can also get in shape on one membership. And right now, for a limited time, podcast listeners get up to $650 off MSRP. To get this exclusive podcast discount, text FACTOR to 818181. Text FACTOR to 818181 to get $650 off MSRP. Text FACTOR to 818181. Message and data rates may apply. See terms for details.
That's working out in style at home with the Echelon system. And speaking of being in style, it's no secret we all want to look our best this winter, right? Well, Mack Weldon is the expert when it comes to essential clothing that's perfect for the cold. Whether you need a legit warm shirt or looking to upgrade your sweats collection, Mack Weldon has exactly what you're looking for. And if that's not convenient enough, let me tell you about Mack Weldon's daily wear system. All the clothes, everything a man needs, works together. So whether you're headed to work, going for a run, or just hanging on the couch, getting dressed takes no effort at all. Mack Weldon's Ace sweatpants and sweatshirts are the best sweatsuit combination on the planet, in my opinion. And the warm knit collection and underwear are perfect to round out the rest of your winter wardrobe. They got everything you need all winter long. I've become somewhat of a collector of the Ace sweatpants, especially. You will too. I'm wearing another set tonight.
Oh, baby.
I mean, just they just look
stop.
good.
You can't
They,
stop.
They make your legs look remarkably good, if I might say so myself. And Mack Weldon's Ace sweatshirts and sweatpants are not your average sweats. I love how insanely soft they are. Plus, they're nice enough to wear out of the store or cruise around in the neighborhood. Lots of pockets, zippy pockets. I'm not talking about bullshit sweatpant pockets, good pockets. If you're like me, you love the feel of warm clothes, but absolutely hate to sweat. Mack Weldon's warm knit collection uses my body temperature to keep me warm without the weight. It's almost as if it was made just for me. And every year I refresh my top drawer. That's the underwear, new underwear styles. They have everything you need. Mack Weldon has fabrics for every activity in your life. Every kind of underwear you could possibly want. They got one for everything. So check out Mack Weldon for yourself and save 20% on your first order. Visit MackWeldon.com/hardfactor and enter promo code HARDFACTOR. Again, that's MackWeldon.com/hardfactor and enter promo code HARDFACTOR for 20% off. Find your perfect look for this winter with Mack Weldon. Get in there. All right. Voicemails and 5-star reviews to end the week. Also, we got our first 5-star Spotify review where somebody proved to us that they gave us 5 stars on Spotify and then also sent us a little text to go with that. But first, since I had to go through, going through all the DMs and catching up with the Hardo Hive while putting these together, I need to shout out to the Canadian truckers real quick. Lots of people in the Hardo Hive have been sending DMs and chatting in the Discord server about the Canadian truckers who have formed a 70-kilometer long, 43-mile long convoy.
Damn.
That's headed to the capital of Canada. So there's a silent video you guys can see. It just goes on forever. Literally, it's just trucks for 43 miles headed to the capital of Canada this weekend. They're protesting the vaccine mandate on cross-border truckers. It's imposed by Justin Trudeau's government. Anyways, it's going to be quite a scene. This weekend is 50,000 trucks are converging on Ottawa beginning on Friday.
Wow.
So it's
too many trucks for Ottawa.
Right. Yeah. It's basically a biker rally.
Oh my God. Imagine the stress on the Ottawa sewer system, man.
Toilets are going to be,
The diners are going to love it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Some people are going to love it. A lot of people are going to hate it.
A lot of Ottawa
the
is on
space
septic.
trash in Ottawa is going to love it. The lot lizards.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's just a line of trucks. It goes on forever. And of course, as always, Elon Musk has even chimed in because it's a political topic, and he's given his unannounced opinion. He supports the truckers, of course. Yeah, so shout out to the truckers. Anyways, lots of people talking about that. It's going to be interesting. I'm sure we'll hear more about it next week. And speaking of Canada, let's do our first 5-star review from Spotify with a note. So this is from Corey on Instagram. He sent us proof of a 5-star Spotify review along with a note that he wanted us to read. Because he said he did give us a 5-star. And so you do this, please give us 5 stars on Spotify and send it a little note. We'll read it. So this is Corey's note. I gave you a 5-star on Spotify. Will send a picture to prove. Can also send one with me and Wes's mom. Hey, Wes, the 49ers don't belong in the playoffs, you pretend fan. And get ready for a face fucking of a game by the Rams this Sunday. Cooper Kupp is going to destroy the 49ers defense like all those slightly above average cocks that destroyed Jenna Jameson's poor little meat bin back when I was a teenager beating my dick to her videos on AOL dial-up. As for you gorilla dick funny fuckers, enjoy listening to your show on the daily and plan on joining the Discord and sending in the car. Found you on Barstool but didn't start listening till this past summer, and sure fucking glad I did. Enjoy all your different opinions and the different ways you uniquely deliver the news, as well as bringing me news stories I'd probably never hear elsewhere. Keep going, guys. Really enjoy the show. From over here in Vernon, BC, Canada. Have a great fucking day. Yours truly, Corey.
It's guys like Corey that got us fired from Barstool, but also thank you because we're growing and it's, we're happy on our own. But heard about us. I knew you were around. Didn't listen to you.
Yeah. big Rams fan up there in BC, huh?
Oh, yeah. No.
Yeah. Okay.
Wes is taking umbrage to those 49er comments. Uh-oh.
I mean, sounds like he's not a real fan either. You know what I mean?
Well, maybe he just likes them now that they're in LA. I don't know.
Neither of you can get mad.
Thing?
Yeah, neither of us can get mad.
At least he's not rooting for a CFL team,
I appreciate it. I thought that was good. I thought that was an amazing inaugural Spotify review.
I'd like to see your picture of you and my mom, by the way. That would be that'd be something.
That'll be a party trick.
He did have a thing. He did have a thing for Wes. Unfortunately, that's not the last salty review. So we got a few more here. 5 stars from Bucky's. He said this show is P, which you guys know what P means, right?
Pushing P, right?
Yeah, pushing P. Yeah,
perfect.
Yeah, sure. This show
no one knows what pushing P means. It's a rap thing in a song. Pushing P.
It's just good. This show is P. The high school nerd group makes the news bearable and fun again. Great conversations on the current news each day. You just have to get through all the cheap jokes from these failed comedians. 10 out of 10 news coverage, 0 out of 10 jokes, 100% bonk.
So no P on the jokes.
Loves the news though.
Yeah.
Never making Bucky's laugh at all.
He thinks we're cute fatties that give him information.
Hey, whatever keeps coming back. Thank you.
He thinks we were nerds at high school. How cool was his high school,
Yeah, it had to be cool. I was homecoming court twice, bro.
Yeah, and Will was homecoming court twice, bro.
Twice.
And we slept over at his house after that.
It's as many milks as Wes gets at McDonald's.
It's true.
2 times.
Look at
this. Give me 2 homecoming courts, please.
Yeah, Will let me wear the sash.
And one of the courts I went and fleece. Didn't. Okay. Next up is a 5-star review from a name I'm not going to read because it's a word that I'm not going to say. Anyways, it's a 5-star review.
You know better than this. Come on.
Yeah, and he says, best news podcast out there, keeps me up to date while laughing all the while. All the hosts are funny in their own way, and they have great chemistry. Well, that was nice. Here's a ranking. Wes is number 1, Will is number 2, Pat's number 3, and then he says, I don't think Mark qualifies as a host because he's too scared to comment on anything political, and I don't like his voice. Also, 5 cats is way too many for any normal man. Thanks for the great content, HHEFD. Don't let Mark get his panties in a wad if y'all read this.
We don't have any control over that, to be honest with you.
Right. he gets his pennies in a wad if he wants to.
Yeah, do the next one.
Okay. No, you're not. Okay. Right.
No, I'm so fucking sick of this shit. No, just do the
Come
next one.
on, Mark.
Fuck off.
These people
Pat.
are trolling.
Pat, 2 weeks ago, Wes gets one of these, and you stop the show for 30 seconds to say he's the funniest guy you've ever met. And every time this happens to me, it's get over it. Fuck you.
Mark.
Do the next one.
Oh my god.
Do the next one.
I think he's just trying to.
Yeah, just do the next one.
Okay. Next
I'm
one.
sick of this shit.
From JB620, 5 stars. Number 1 fan, Rain City Jackson, Seattle's. Which isn't that the jack off team, the team that jacks off in front of each other? Rain City Jacks.
They a pro team?
Somebody Google Rain City Jacks. It's like a masturbation club.
There's no way they're called the Rain City Jacksons. And
Yeah,
they jerk
dude,
off
Rain
in front
City
of each other.
Jacks. Check them out. Just Google them real quick. Number 1 fan, Rain City Jackson, Seattle, from JB620 says, y'all are hilarious. Have listened to nearly every episode. Wes's Kathy Ireland Sports Illustrated Rain in Spain was the best. Think about it all the time. The YouTube video was even better. Loved it. Listen while I'm pushing P. Nice. Cleaning windows, sky high in Seattle. I'm about to move to Las Vegas in a few months after 7 years here. Okay. Why?
Classy strip clubs out there.
Yes, there are. Why? 1, because it's awesome in Las Vegas. And 2, DINK life is real and we do whatever we want. What's an American city y'all would want to move to? P.S. I'll rank you all in my personal official P pushing list. 4, Mark. 3, Pat, BC. He's dropped the beef. 2, Will, because he's got a great Australian accent. 1, West, because he's a Costco BA. And also my favorite, Mark is smart, funny, and grows a good beard.
How about that one, Mark?
Thank
Come
you.
on.
Shut the fuck up. How about that? Next one. Yeah. Next one. How about that?
Next one, 5 stars from Joe in
How about
Houston.
that one, Mark? Is that one good for you?
All right, bud. I'm out.
Yeah,
Good
I'm
luck.
out. I'm out.
You're,
No,
you're
I'm
such
out.
a crybaby
I'm
piece
out.
of shit.
I'm out. No, this is bullshit.
It's
I
a
don't
joke, man. They're joking with you. They're doing exactly. You're doing exactly what they want you to do.
Yeah,
and you
I
can't
know, Pat.
prevent yourself
I know,
from doing
Pat.
it.
I know, Pat. So you're egging me on too. Like,
So what am I supposed to do? Just let you?
well, how come you stop the show when it happens to Wes and you like coddle him, and then when it happens to me, I'm an asshole?
Because
for
this is
for
part of a
reacting to it.
bit that people do about you.
It doesn't.
Bud.
They're not.
They don't
all,
do it
they're not
about
all-
Wes.
No.
If you didn't make it a thing,
they don't do it about Wes. So.
if I
When I'm ranked 4, it's a bit. Clearly.
Yeah, when Wes is ranked 4, it's
Mark, you should be number 1, bud. You always are.
No,
You
I don't
know that?
care about being number 1. I don't want to be told I'm number 4, Pat. That's the point. What is your angle
But
against
at this point, they're not even saying that to you. They're saying it just so you do
me? No,
this.
I don't think so.
I
It's
Well, I don't want you to feel that way.
I think it's too
Pat,
coincidental.
I'm dropping it from the show tonight. I'll send you the audio file and just tell me what I got on the wheel. I'm done for the week. Thank you. Goodbye. Goodbye.
No, come on. All right. And we're back with the 3 remaining hosts to end the week this week. Next, 5-star review from Joe from Houston. 5 stars. He says, best show on the planet. Y'all are simply the best. Thank you. I don't cheat on the news. You are my news. You are my bottom bitch. Thank you, Joe. I have a question, though. Is Dr. Lickities actually a dentist, or is he a real doctor? HAGFD to all of you and the whole hive, even Lickities, DDS/PhD.
You're asking if he's licensed or is he a dentist? Because
I think he's throwing a quick jab at the doctor there, insinuating he knows the doctor's not a doctor.
Yeah.
And if he is, he must be a dentist.
It ain't an 8-year degree, but I'll tell you, he's got a PhD in tackling, from what I hear.
He does. He wants to tackle you bad at a rugby tournament.
So yeah. He wants to
I love to
tackle.
lay him out.
he wants
Those DMs were killing me.
Lickities thinks that if Pat set up a tackling booth at the Tampa trip, that it would make a lot of money, like $50 to tackle Pat.
Tackle Pat for $50.
I mean, like, that's exactly why I quit rugby after 2 weeks. It's like, this isn't my.
Because people were lighting you up, like just.
No, it's just the culture of wanting to tackle someone. This is not for me.
That's why Lickities wants to hit you so bad. It's just it's exactly it's like the rankings, you know. It's the same
That's
kind
okay.
of
Come
same
at
kind
me,
of thing
bro.
going on there. All right, last 5-star review.
By the way, good luck. I'm hard to take down. I'm very sturdy base.
See, you're driving them nuts. You're driving the tacklers nuts right now. 5 stars from SCH596. They say, HAGFD, the only ranking you need for this show is that it's the #1 news podcast out there. These guys will make you laugh all the way through the coming World War III and the country tearing itself apart. Found them on Instagram, and now I can't start the morning without Will yelling in my ear, keep up the good work, boys. Thank you.
Yeah, that's a good rank right there.
Yeah, I also love it because it's. Remember last week we were like, "Hey, if you mention where you found us, that's helpful data." And they listened. They did that. Really appreciate that.
Mm-hmm. I was trying to sort of pace it so that we got through the tough ones at the top and made it to the. I just didn't go fast enough, I think.
Yeah.
Through the hard ones.
Are there any that are calling me a bitch or a piece of
voicemails?
shit?
Or no?
Telling
like
me
any
that
reviews,
I have no talent.
Any reviews that are saying like these other three guys are great, but literally I wish you would die, Pat. Die, Pat. You're a liberal piece of shit. You're a cuck.
None, unfortunately.
None of those.
None of those today.
That's weird because I bet if you were to take all the reviews together,
no, what Pat,
and separate
I've done
them out
analysis.
in terms of like ones that shit on me versus ones that shit on other people that are hosts of this show, I feel like it might be heavy in my direction. I don't know.
I've done the analysis, Pat, and you and I have the most 1 stars directly named. You and I dominate the 1-star category.
Right.
I got a real mean one last week though that really, honestly, hurt my feelings when they said
Wes,
that
people go after Wes because he doesn't talk as much.
What did they say, Wes?
Well, they said I have no talent and don't belong on the show, and that he wanted to take over my hosting position. It was very hurtful, frankly.
Well, I think that's the one I came to your defense on.
It was, and I appreciated you.
I shouldn't have done
that. No, you should never come to my defense.
Well, unless I'm going to do it evenly.
How dare you? Guys, we got 14 voicemails to get through, and they're all great. They're all great. And Pat, the last one, the 14th, is the longest and the most rambly. So you're gonna have to be that one's especially for you.
Well, look, I swear, if one of them insults me, I'm out.
We'll see, Pat. We'll see. I think everybody's pretty nice in the voicemails this week. All right,
that'll be a change of pace for me.
Mm-hmm. Literally, I don't think anybody comes at you in the voicemails. Here is the first one from Thor.
What it is, it's your boy, Thor Smash, checking in with my guys from Hard Factor. I just got done clanging and banging in the gym because, life's all about eating ass and gaining mass. Listen, boys, I'm going to say it one time and one time only. Fuck Joe Biden. Hard Factor news is the best news coming today. Because to beat a man, you got to beat the man. Woo!
Look at that.
Hell yeah.
Look at that. That's Thor at Thor_smash_ on IG. He's banging plates all the time. I'm telling you.
Did he say? And I hope he did. Eating ass and doing math.
Gaining mass.
Mass and eating ass. Yeah.
Oh, eating ass and gaining mass. That's the only things to do.
I mean, that's quite a dichotomy. If you're an ass eater and you love algebra, But
that's a good point.
Yeah,
that's probably a Venn diagram that's not much shared space.
Yeah, you'd be surprised.
Will, before you move on, I think in the middle of that review, we forgot to answer the question. One of the questions, which was it in any move to any city?
You're right. That was the question before the final ranking.
Yeah.
Yes. Any city. San Diego's my pick. What do you get? What about you guys?
Any city in America or any
city that you haven't lived in yet?
In America, though.
In America, sure.
A close second for me is San Francisco. Sorry, Wes. But numero uno, undoubtedly, New Orleans. That's where I'd like to live.
Ooh, I've lived in Baton Rouge, close enough to New Orleans to where I feel like I got the experience. But yes, that's a great pick.
I feel. I mean, like, yeah, you were there longer than I was, but so I want to like live in like a
it's very different. Like you're talking like down like living in New Orleans.
Really drink in the Big Easy.
Yeah, you would. You'd drink it in because bars are open 24/7.
Yeah, me would probably be Chicago.
That's a great city.
Yeah, Chicago is amazing.
What's the nickname of that city?
The Windy City, but it's not because it's windy.
You ever been there in the winter?
No, but I've survived cold winters like the ones in San Francisco.
Louisiana would be fun to be back.
Where
Those
have
are
you
all
been in
good.
this country, Wes?
Those are all good picks,
Where
honestly.
did you like? You used to shoot a travel show?
Yeah, I did. I've been all over.
Not SF though.
Not San Francisco. Been to San Diego, not San Francisco.
All right, San Diego's the shit. That's why it was my pick. All right. Here's the next one.
Hey, boys. Jenna in Niles, Michigan here. Just wanted to give you guys a shout out because I used to have to hear good morning from you guys all the time when my husband and I first started seeing each other and he moved in, which was the week the pandemic started in 2020 and the world locked down. I'd be getting ready for work, minding my own business, and I'd hear you guys in the other room and I'd get pissed. But now I get pissed when my husband listens without me. So I just wanted to call and say that thanks to my husband, you now have 2 people in our household listening to you guys every morning because I can't fucking live without hearing you guys every day now. How the tables have fucking turned. Anyway, shout out to my husband, Jason. Love you. And boys, fucking love you guys too. Have a great fucking day.
Oh, yeah.
Can't live without you either, you know?
Yeah, thank you, Jenna.
Thank you.
So what Jenna was describing there is what we call the incubation period. We're like HPV, right? We get in you, you don't know we're there, and then we grow on you, and then before you know it, you can't live without us.
Yeah. You ever see the end scene of Howard's? You ever see the end scene of Private Parts? When he's on the plane. He's Howard Stern is talking about. That's exactly what we are. How we grow on you.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah. You like at first you're like, oh, gross, and then you're like, man, I need a taste of that gross shit really quick.
Yeah. At first you're like, I knew you could sound fat, but I didn't know you could sound that fat.
All right, next one.
Good morning, boys. It's Casey or Mama C in the Discord. Mark, I heard you loud and clear. Maybe not enough ladies doing voicemails, so thought I'd drop by and ask you guys a question. Would you rather have a sideways butt crack or French fries for fingers? Details. The sideways butt crack may not be quite as noticeable, but it's going to be really noticeable every time you have sex. Maybe a little bit harder to take a shit, and probably the worst part of all of your pants are going to dig into one side of your butt cheek because no one's going to make a pair of pants for one person with a weird butt. If you choose the French fries for fingers, we're going like McDonald's style fry. Maybe not as sturdy as like a Burger King fry. You can't eat them and they will regenerate, but that means pretty much everything you eat is going to smell like fries because you're going to have to put it up to your face. And also, it's going to be kind of hard to pick things up or maybe even do things like self-care, Wes. So I don't know. Take that into consideration. Let me know what you would pick. I love you guys so much. Love the show. And can't wait for trivia next time. All right. Have a great fucking day.
Yes. Thank you, Mama C. Trivia, February 11th, by the way.
She's right. Jerking off with French fry hands would be quite the task.
Yeah, is she talking about like some people have those like terrible brittle bone diseases, right? Where like they got to be really careful because they could like break a bone just by stepping on an ankle weird like this, like a bubble.
I thought she was pretty clear. The choice is having a weird butt crack that messes with your life, or French fries for fingers.
Right, but here's what I'm confused about. Right, did she say butthole? Like is the butt? It's just a tweaked
butt crack. Your butt crack is sideways.
Take your ass and turn it 90 degrees
sideways. So you have a horizontal butt crack. Everybody can see that. And it looks like a mouth. Looks like a big mouth on your back.
You have to shit side saddle.
Oh, you got to shit side saddle. You got to do everything sideways. And people will know you as the sideways ass guy. And at the same time,
they would.
At the same time,
here he comes.
Well, talk about here he comes. French fry hands. Here comes French fry hands. That's
right.
What I'm getting
I'm going sideways ass on this.
Me too.
Like,
Me too.
Does it hurt when you break your French fry fingers? That's what I mean. Like
no, it probably feels good.
She said you can eat them and they grow back.
Oh man,
it's unlimited French fries.
Yeah, I mean the one downside, I think you're gonna get laid more
suck.
with French fried hands, but the downside is it's gonna be tough to finger blast.
Oh, you can't do anything.
And like she said, jerk off. It'd be.
I like attention, so I'm going fry hands.
Wow,
okay.
We got a split on
More
that.
public.
I'm surprised. I thought everybody would have gone sideways ass. All right, got your answer, Mama C.
Great
Thank
question.
you for calling in.
Get sponsored by Heinz.
There you go.
Hey guys, Clerk D again. Let me tell you, I couldn't be more happier than the day I was. So glad y'all like me. I have a pool. It's chlorinated. I know you guys was wondering, and you're welcome to swim in it anytime. Call me Hard Factor Clerk. Honestly, I'd love to come hang out with y'all. It's like Chester always told us, dreams you can dream are just a dream away.
All right. Yeah, we'll go swim with you, Clerk.
Clerk Chester?
Deeds. Yeah, Chester. Clerk's mentor, I think.
Like to clean that pool.
I think I'm a fan of Clerk Dietz. I don't know what Clerk Dietz doing. You're definitely can call yourself Hard Factor Clerk. That's for sure.
He's wild.
But then you're gonna have to. I mean, you're gonna have to do clerk responsibilities. If someone calls you up and is like, "Yo, I need to know what episode this joke was on," you're gonna like that's part of what a clerk does, right?
We need that guy.
They find the records.
Got to have some catalog knowledge. Next one. I also want to know who Chester is. But yeah.
Didn't give a lot of context there.
No, just a mystical sage, wise man.
We'll find out. It's like a cereal.
All right, here's the next one.
Hey, what's up, boys? Hope you're having a great fucking day. It's your boy Bone Zone here in Lexington, Kentucky. Beautiful bluegrass state. Driving home, I wanted to get your guys' answer to see, well, not really your answer, but more so what your prediction or assumption would be. Let's say if, Donald Trump was in the office instead of good old boy Joe. What do you think Trump would be doing right now as far as Russia and Ukraine are concerned, instead of Joe basically backing away from the conflict, Well, I'm curious to see, especially Pat, because Pat, we all know it, the bees, what's up? But for real, what do you think Putin would be doing right now if Trump or someone else was in office compared to Biden? Why would you think that, 4 years under Trump, Putin just stayed at bay and he's just chilling. And, under Obama, he was in the Crimea. And I think before that, he invaded somewhere during the Bush presidency. But, let me just ask you that, guys. What do you think?
Bit of a leading question,
leader,
Bone Zone.
Bigger dick would fucking put this little, cum bucket in his place? Or, what do you think, man? Let me know. I want to hear you guys' take on that. Thanks. And have a great fucking day.
There we go.
You
That's
think
Bone Zone?
You think if you go by Bone Zone that it backfires on you, or like you think?
I was thinking that Bone Zone is an aggressive name, and if you tell a girl you're the Bone Zone, that's a lot of pressure on you.
Yeah, you're staying away from his house. That's for sure.
Well, not only that, but if you do get in the sheets, you better fucking perform. If you're calling yourself the Bone Zone,
he sounds like he knows what he's doing.
I mean, you got to be an operator inside those sheets,
So what do you guys think? You think Trump would be the badass he is,
right?
And handle Putin?
You think he'd be fucking doing this way better,
like a fucking cowboy? I think that we would own Ukraine. That's what I think.
I think I'll be honest with you. I think that Bone Zone, while Putin did seem to I guess relax more while he was in office, I don't think that he really stood up to Putin very strongly. If you remember his first meeting with Putin, he kind of looked like a little bitch.
He kind of let our country get cucked a little bit.
Yeah, so I really don't think maybe Putin was less aggressive during that 4 years, certainly than Obama's and Biden's term so far. But I'm not sure that he would be the cure to this situation of Putin being aggressive all the time and wanting to expand his influence. And
I think honestly he would say he wouldn't get involved. Honestly, probably.
Right. I agree. I think he would also be, because the polling shows that only I think 1 in 3 Americans at most or less want to get involved in this. And so I think that Trump would be following the polling just like Biden.
Yeah, it's a world police hangover situation right now, and Trump didn't play by anyone's rules, especially not NATO's. So,
yeah, he'd certainly try to talk to Putin. He'd certainly have a few meetings.
He would, but I think that all the people who claim Trump was so great with Russia, you should really rewatch his first meeting with Putin before you really, tout how amazing he was.
It was pretty fucked up because they did interfere with the 2016 election, and definitely are a big reason why our country's divided is Russian trolls and actors.
For sure, Russia and China, the influence is amazing.
And Putin just said nope, and Trump was like, see, and it was a little weak. Now, did he have a longer game there? I don't know, but I wish he punched Putin in the face during that press conference, personally.
Right, it was the exact opposite of that. All right, next one from Eric Donahue.
Hey boys, this is Eric Donahue from the Discord. As you guys all know, I work for the post office, and just want to give you guys my take. And I agree with you guys. Post office definitely sucks. You go into the post office to drop off a package, you're going to be waiting in line for a half hour. That's why I do agree that you should go to stamps.com, print out postage, and have us pick it up.
Yeah.
Working up front, they never have enough people, and it's always run by clowns. So I can't stress it enough. You're an idiot if you go to the post office. You're smart if you have us pick it up using stamps.com. Job is a great job to carry. Union protects a lot of people's jobs, so there's a lot of people that shouldn't have a job here because they never come to work. But hey, there's plenty of overtime for me, so I get to make a lot of money. Get a nice pension, 401k.
Yeah.
Great. It just sucks to go to the post office, and I agree with you guys. Don't go to the post office. Use stamps.com. Have us pick it up. Have a great fucking day.
That's awesome. Fucking right, man.
I love it.
That's what I'm talking about. That's straight from the USPS right there on how to handle your shipping. Not only that, but I learned a little hack too. You can go to any any place where you're shipping. Of course, you should use stamps.com, but you can go to any place where you're shipping and ask for the USPS rate, because you can usually get USPS to pick it up from wherever you're dropping it off. So
place I use just EcoBox. Yeah, right. Just give me the USPS rate,
and then Eric and his buddies will come pick it up
after stamps.com, of course.
Of course, stamps.com. Next one.
Good morning. This is Amish Brock, a.k.a. Frogger548, calling from Amish County, Lancaster, Pennsylvania. I'm calling in to give you your Amish fact of the week. Bundling is the traditional practice of wrapping a couple together in a bed, sometimes with a board between the two of them. This is usually part of a courting behavior that they practice. I know this for a fact. I work with the Amish, and they talk about them doing this with their children, and it's something that they've done for many generations. And now let's get into everybody's favorite part of the voicemails, the rankings. All right. One goes to whoever puts me in the correct tier in the Discord. I am not with the normies. I am in the Pop the Clutch tier. All right. Have a great fucking day, guys.
Nice, Frogger. Nice. That's probably gonna be Mark.
Yeah, that would have been Mark.
There we go.
Mark's number one. Hey, Mark. We'll text him to get Frogger in the right.
Keep a count. So, bundling exists, guys. It's a courting couple bundled or tarried, spending the night together in bed, only partially clothed, a board in between your Jennies and your ladies' Jennies.
Wow.
Sounds uncomfortable.
You really have to wrap them up, though. I feel like they'd voluntarily.
You'd just be hugging, but your dick rubbing against that board all night's got to suck.
That's what I'm saying. It's almost like it's like a beautiful nightmare. You know, like you want that boner, but then that boner hurts.
Yeah, you're excited, but you're not at the same time.
Oh man, board balls,
bundling,
which are like blue balls, but when your dick's up against the board,
way worse.
A rough bundle last night.
All right. Well, after all that bundling talk, I need to be soothed back to a good state of mind by Dallas Dave.
Yes. What's up, Hard Factor boys? Dallas Dave to talk Leeds United. Our Leeds done pretty well recently. We got that win over Burnley, and then we showed ourselves the door in the FA Cup, thankfully, so we can focus on the league. And then we played West Ham again, and then we beat them, surprisingly. Nearly beat them by a couple goals. Hit the post, had a goal called back, but we beat them, so that was a key win. And then, unfortunately, we dropped the ball and lost at home to Newcastle, who was the worst team in the league last weekend. So not great. But we're feeling optimistic. We're 7 points clear of relegation. We have a game in hand over a lot of the teams around us, so we could pick up even some more points. We have a nice little 2-week break before our next game, which is on February 9th, I believe. Then we got a bit of a run. We got to play Villa, Everton, and Man United. So points. We need the points. We're feeling a little more comfortable. Would have been nice to beat Newcastle and really be clear of that relegation zone, but we're doing well. There's rumors of securing an American actually in the transfer window. His name is Brendan Aronson. He plays for a Red Bull in the Red Bull team in Austria, and he's actually from New Jersey, I think. And he went up through the Philadelphia MLS Academy. So he's like 21, young attacking midfielder. That would be an awesome addition. So things are going well. Let's keep the momentum, keep the faith, and marching on together. So take care, boys. Have a nice weekend. HAGFD and MOT.
That. Yeah.
Oh man.
Dallas Dave never got nervous at all. Leeds is having a horrible season. Horrible season. Dallas Dave, cool as a cucumber under pressure. He's just doing it for the rest of us.
I want him to talk. Dallas Dave, can you just talk a little bit softer next time?
And closer to the mic too.
Yeah, just a little softer.
So Leeds is not going to get relegated, right? That's
Well, Pat, it's way premature to say they're not going to get relegated. They've had a horrible season. They are getting good players back though to start this year, hopefully.
Look, Dallas Dave brought this team into our lives. Okay,
I think Andrew Parker.
Oh, Andrew Parker did it. Yeah, Andrew Parker did it, and we blindly. I mean, I bought 4 jerseys that same day. I chose Leeds because I didn't have a team. I was 36 years old, didn't have a team.
Didn't have an EPL team. Yeah.
And it's going to be real embarrassing for us, right? If they get Andrew Parker should have made that clear that this team might have to go to the minor leagues.
Well, he did. He told us to watch the Amazon documentary, which made that pretty clear.
It didn't do that.
Okay, I watched it. I knew it was a possibility.
Well, I knew you watched it, and you were going to tell me about it.
It didn't seem like it was going to happen, but now, I mean, hey, they've had a bad season. But I'm with Dallas Dave. He's calm. I'm calm. We're all calm. We're all marching on together.
I think Dallas Dave has barbiturates, to be honest with you. But
wow, whatever gets him to be that chill, I like it. All right, next one.
A little softer.
Hey guys, Tony from PA here from the Discord. I just have a quick question. So if all of you guys are running to be president, which one of you would win? Let's just say that every one of you has a lot of campaign money and you all have a legitimate shot of winning. Personally, Mark, you could just say that you love cats and you get a ton of votes from both sides. It doesn't matter which party you're running for. But I'm just interested to see what you guys have to say. And HAGFD.
Wow, Mark's got Tony's vote.
Another ASMR guy. Jesus, I'm going to fall asleep.
Oh, by the way, a lot of these guys, a lot of these submissions came in through the Hard Factor voicemail at gmail.com. Those are crystal clear.
Thank you for sending them there.
But yeah, so who would win in a campaign to be president of the four of us?
Will.
Will. Okay, if Will could keep it together.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'd win the campaign, though.
Right, that's what I'm saying, Will. But if you had a great handler, if you had a great campaign manager, if you had someone that, let's call them your punching bag, right? And what they're going to do is right before you go on stage, they say a triggering thing to you.
Mm-hmm. So I let out all my emotions on them.
Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah, before the stage.
Yeah, if we could do that, bro, put that man in the White House.
That's true. I could probably. That's a great strategy, Pat. Get my cursing tirade off right before I go on stage.
Yeah. So. No doubt about it. Not me, not Wes.
Certainly not.
Mark has a shot, maybe.
Mark's very gregarious. He could do it, but I think Will is more politically, knowledgeable, and I think it would just. I think he'd just win.
I pay too much attention to politics.
It's not really about that, though. It's about
No, I know.
I've probably been to no less than 800 events with Will. And sometimes, you walk into an event, you're unsure. I went to freshman year of college with Will, all throughout high school with Will. I've been all throughout life with Will. Sometimes you go into an event and you're nervous and you look back, and Will has always found a way to ingratiate himself socially into that situation, and he's winning somehow, and he does it quick. It's quite a skill.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Absolutely. Well, I appreciate the support, gentlemen, and
vote Will.
When I go on my first run, I expect to have you as part of the team, both of you. So
I just
And
don't
Mark,
want
if he'll come with us.
the manager. Yeah. Okay. I don't want to be the manager.
Next one.
How you doing, boys? It is Cheese calling from the great city of Fall River, Massachusetts. Maybe you heard of it. Pretty big shithole. Long-time listener, first-time caller. Calling for a nice long voicemail from my car. Try and brighten Pat's day a little bit. I listen to you guys all the time while I work out, in the car. And I can identify you all visually from any of the 4 social media platforms I follow you on. But when I'm listening, your voices, you got Pat, sexy voice, communist. You got Mark, king of the one-liners, king of the ad reads, too many cats. But Wes and Will sound fucking identical. And unless you're talking at the same time, I cannot tell the fucking difference. And it's very confusing. So if you could work on that, that would make my life easier. Because I live in what I would like to refer to as a state of existential panic. A lot like What About Bob? So I listen to the news because I would rather be panicked about the shitty things going on in the world than not knowing what's going on in the world. And, listening to you guys, you tell the shitty stuff, but you make it funny.
Yeah.
And you do it well. So it's a lot like going to the doctor's office and getting a shot, which sucks, but you get a sticker when you're done. So it's pretty okay. Last week was pretty light as far as scary shit goes, but this week I'm 3 days in. We got World War III and COVID monkeys. So I'm pretty stressed the fuck out. Also, just the reason I'm calling is quick question. I actually sent you guys a meme on Twitter the other day about how the Cowboys suck, and you answered, and I want to know which one of you fucking guys I'm talking to. Just out of curiosity. You're very responsive on Twitter, and just curious. You guys all hate the Cowboys, which is solid for me because fuck the Cowboys. But yeah, just curious. I don't know if I got one of the boys or I got a hard factor intern. Anyway, keep doing what you're doing a great job, and have a great fucking day.
Nice. Thank you, Cheese.
Thanks, Cheese.
Cheese.
This is Wes, and it was not me.
This is Will. It could have been. It was probably intern Al, though, who's mostly running the Twitter these days.
DMs on Twitter about Dallas. Wasn't me.
Yeah, but you could get anybody any day. Usually, if I'm DMing you, this is Will, not Wes. I will give you a little indication. I'll be like, "Hey, this is Will," because if I say something that's going to confuse you, it's like I'm like, "Hey, this me from the." I always have to clarify. I'm a clarifying guy.
Sometimes Will will throw a dash W at you too, so you can't tell if it's.
Yeah, that's fucked up, right? Because Wes and Will both have 1-syllable W names, and I guess we sound alike. Sorry about that, everybody, but
I don't think we sound that much alike.
It's probably because to us we have a difference, but to other people,
maybe.
Probably not. Okay, next one.
We'll work on it. We'll work on changing our voices for you.
Yeah, just for you. All right, next one.
All right, Dear Dinklage is mad that the 7 dwarves aren't going to be dwarves. There's angry little elf. You're going to ruin my like childhood. Like, are you kidding me? Like, the Oompa Loompas aren't going to be Oompa Loompas. They're going to be like, what the fuck? This is bullshit. The guy played an angry little elf. He knew what he was getting into, and now he's got the guy who made money off him being a short little person. Like, come on. Shut the hell up and make the money. Be angry little, the angry dwarf. What is it? Angry, grumpy, and he can play both of them.
Fingers.
Do what they did with the, what is it? He could be in Harry Potter too. Who gives a shit? Have him play all of them. Grumpy, smart. Who gives a shit? But don't take away from my childhood of not being a small person. All right, have your way with Snow White or whatever, Nardi, whatever it is, fingers. But what the hell? Shut the hell up and stop making a wave. Go make your money as a short person.
I love that call. The guy's so mad at Dinklage.
Shut up and play the role, shorty.
You're ruining my experience.
I agree. Shut up and just get out there and be short, Dinklage.
Smash Dinklage.
I mean, he is implying like modern day culture to a fantasy film, right? Why these dwarves got to live in a cave? It's like because it's a magical fantasy land, Pete. I don't know.
And I guess his point is if you're gonna woke up Snow White, you better woke up the dwarves. And
Look,
it's just come on. It's like.
Hey, what being a dwarf's probably tough. So whatever Dinklage says,
No, he doesn't get to determine he doesn't get to rewrite the classic Snow White and the Seven
Rewrite
Dwarfs.
the movie.
No,
they were actually hip and trendy, and they lived in Stockholm in a trendy flat.
Yeah, and they drove vans with long pedals. Yeah,
it's tough being a dwarf. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but I'm glad that Dinklage is getting voicemails like that. He deserves it after that rant.
Yeah,
All right,
I love little people. Just
got a ton of friends that are little people.
Yeah, 3 of them.
Next one.
All right, what's up? This is Joe again from Ohio, Amazon driver.
Amazon Joe.
I'd like to formally apologize for dropping the F word several times.
Whoa.
My spiritual guide told me to stop swearing, but that's not why I called, and you don't care. So, it is right now 11:30 a.m. in sunny Solon, Ohio. Today it's only 9 degrees, which is amazing. Love working in it. And Bengals are going to win. Then the Packers are going to win later.
Ooh.
And then tomorrow it's Chiefs and Bucks.
Oh.
And I don't even have to say it, but you already know Chiefs, Bucks, Super Bowl. Put a future on the Bucks. Tom Brady. Okay.
Oh.
Goodbye, Mark. I'm so sorry for swearing at you.
Oh.
Have a great effing day.
Man.
2 for 2 again for Amazon Joe. It's rough for Amazon Joe. He's losing the juice every week, unfortunately.
Yeah, Joe, here's what you got to start doing. Write your picks down, take half of them away, and make those bets.
Well, the worst for Joe is that the pick he was by far the most confident in was Tampa Bay. that was a
Super Bowl
winner
pick. Yeah.
Oh no, Joe. Hopefully, you're betting responsibly. But still, thank you for the picks. I love hearing them late. It's fun. It's a fun game. Next one.
Boys, it's Colin from California. What's going on? So I just have a question. I know how much Mark loves ranking. So do you think you guys can rank all 3 of us? Like, truthfully rank them. Like, don't be like, no, we like all 3 of you guys equally because you guys are all handsome. Don't feel like how a mom would respond to it. Truthfully, can you rank all the members on the Hive Adventures podcast between me, Garrett, and Dooley? Thank you, guys. I love you. Thanks for saying I'm your favorite, Mark.
So great considering how this show's gone.
Yeah.
Do we want to give a ranking? Do we want to give a ranking to the Hive
each member of the
Adventures?
Hive Adventures podcast has their own special set of skills, and I really mean that. I mean, they're 3 vastly different humans
Yes,
who
true.
are entertaining in 3 different ways.
Very different.
Absolutely. I like them all different on different days.
Number 1 in your own way, which is exactly what Colin told us not to say.
Here's what I'll say. I love to see Garrett angry.
Yeah.
Makes me really happy to see him angry. Not that I wish him bad. I wish him very well. I like Garrett a lot. I just like to see him get angry.
Get him worked up. Yeah.
Yep. I think that Dooley has a cutting, very, very subtle sense of humor that I think you got to pay attention to pick up on sometimes, and then you'll appreciate it even more. And look, if I could watch any guy, if I could just have a drone floating over any human on the planet right now, that's easily Colin from California. I mean, I would just turn that channel on any day of the week.
He's up there. So I would say, Pat, yeah, you're right. They all shine in their own genre, in their own lane. I think that one of Dooley's strengths is when he's giving Canadian facts. And he's got some interesting facts about Canada that you had no idea about, and those little pearls of wisdom. So he's number 1 with Canadian knowledge. I would say Colin is number 1 with sending it, like Wes said. Garrett, number 1 at getting upset. Number 1, I like to watch him get upset.
Garrett also rips cigs inside the hardest out of anyone, which is something that
too.
I just wish I could do. So I just have a really
also goes hand in hand with getting mad at stuff. So
that's true.
Boom.
It's like an American tradition to be mad at stuff.
Rip a heater inside,
yelling at the TV. We don't do that so much anymore, but that was a classic thing that people would do.
Really was. Wes, you got a ranking for him?
I'll put Dooley at number 1 just because I feel like he's given me the most shit on the Discord, from what I remember. Maybe I'm totally wrong, but I feel like he's gotten me a couple times, and I really enjoy that.
You enjoy being gotten by.
I do. I enjoy being jostled with.
That's good.
Yeah,
that's good.
The other two guys, yeah. We'll let you know. We'll let you figure out where you stand.
Whoa, Wes is only giving a number 1. All right, last one. And Pat, remember,
Love them all.
I said, Pat, that this one is for you. Now, this is Danny, in Vermont, and Danny will explain himself. This is the third voicemail this week he left of this length. You're about to see how long it is. And Pat, just you critique it as we.
I got to tell you,
to this 3 minutes.
To
this
this
the
point,
last one.
To this point, to this point, I'm really impressed with this batch of voicemails. To be honest with you,
Yeah,
to this point, really pretty good.
It is good, and Danny's voicemails are good, just very long. So this is his third of 3 minutes. This one's exactly 3. The other ones are 3+.
Yeah.
So I'm only going to play this one.
Okay, before you start, well, just saying, there's 2 rules. If you're abiding by my school of voicemails, rule 1 is make it short and to the point. Rule 2 is make sure you're asking a question that could stimulate the show. I don't see how with a 3-minute voicemail you can hit number 2, and you're definitely not hitting number 1. So
Sure.
it's okay.
Yeah. So Pat, this is Danny. This is tough love for Danny. You're gonna be the critiquer of Danny's voicemail here. It's long. This is his third one. Here we go.
All right.
What it do, you gorilla dick motherfucker? It's the Vermont Maple Boy, Danny Dan himself, just ringing in on a part 3 of voicemails. Probably have 3 this week. If you guys don't like any one of them, you can cut them down, I guess, or whatever.
Guesses.
Censor at your own will. Just giving a call out. Fuck that guy, Mr. Smoothie Enzoni. What a douche that guy was. Classic Connecticut move, if you don't mind me saying that myself. Go out on a limb there and offend any people from Connecticut in the hive. My dad. It just seems like a classic Connecticut dad move, like way overprotecting his son. I understand peanut allergy, but maybe make it a little more evident that, maybe say he has a threatening peanut.
We're talking about Smoothie Guy.
That might be important.
Yeah, Smoothie Guy.
I think you guys touched about it on today's episode. Don't put it up to the hands of high school girls. If it's that big a deal, just take more precaution. I think people would be more appreciative if you were a little more cautious of not whipping smoothies at girls and calling them immigrants. You piece of shit.
It's a good point.
Get in the fucking ditch with Greasemeyer. Where's the ditch man at?
Nope.
Still on that fuck Greasemeyer. Everyone message him, spell his name wrong on purpose. That's fucking hilarious. Good snipe there. Main point of calling in is spent a beautiful day skiing up at Smuggler's Notch, Vermont. Great place. One of the number 1 ranked family resorts to go ski at. Really tucked away in a hidden gem up here.
What do you own a piece of the fucking ranch?
Day. Got to be in the backcountry. Listen to the episode with the boys. Then listen to the Hardo Hive episode. The Hardo Hive hour. Great stuff there. On the fence with Jackson Mahomes. He's so big. And with a family like that, his dad played for the fucking Mets, for God's sake, in baseball. You think he'd have some athletics in him, or more you think if he didn't want to do that, he'd take more seriousness in his theatrical dancing. Get some more classes than push it to the limit. He's just really not capitalizing. He's capitalizing on being a major douche, though.
Oh, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
What are you on the fence about?
Fucking Zony.
Yeah,
I was fucking smoothie throwing douche. Shout out to all the boys.
Back to the first one.
Quick ranking. Will, Pat, Wes, Mark. Wes is doing it for me more these days. Sorry, Mark. Will and Pat, you guys are always 1 and 2 right there. I flop back and forth. No favorites though. No favorites.
And that's it.
Oh man. Third, Jesus.
All right, Pat, what are your notes for Danny Boy?
All right, look.
Vermont.
So for a second there, I thought Danny was doing shtick. For a second. I mean,
No, that's legit.
For a second, I love long form shtick. Like I love that. Like if you do a little character piece, but that's what it feels like to be Danny's therapist. Which honestly wouldn't be that bad of a gig because he's a real pleasant guy.
He's a nice guy.
He's a pleasant guy. Yeah, I mean, I learned about Smuggler's Mountain. I didn't like that he went back. Like your point was made with the smoothie guy, bro. We don't got to go back, Danny.
Well, he went back, actually. If I had played all three, he kind of revisited a lot of topics across voicemails. It was kind of like he linked them together, through by following up on topics.
I'll tell you what, so when you're inside baseball here, when you're cutting voicemails together, right, you can it's like the Google Voice dashboard, so you can see the numbers. So you can see it's from the same person probably if it's got the same number. Usually when someone calls in more than 2 times, they're having a bad week and they know it, right? And but Danny was like, "Hey man, threw 3 at you. Take your pick.
So you expected all 3.
Got a slider, fastball, and a curve. So whatever your speed is, this is Danny coming at you." No, it was shorten it up, tighten it up, Danny. But you got good stuff. Got good stuff, kid. You got
I agree. The content's fantastic. Just tighten it up a little bit. And that is going to do it for Hard Factor this week.
I need to tell Danny, since he ranked me 3rd, which is insulting, that he needs to check out the best ski resort in Vermont, which is Killington. Don't know if you have been there, if you're allowed there. Oh, wow. But probably a little better than Smugglers. Probably a little better than Smuggler's Notch is my, guess.
Wow.
So I want to try that out, Danny.
Danny, word to the wise. Word to the wise. All right. That's going to do it for Hard Factor this week. But one last thing we got to do. We got to spin that wheel. Oh, boy. Cup of coffee in the big time on Monday is going to be, oh, my God. No way. It's Pat.
Pat again.
Word.
All right. As usual, Pat will bring you your cup of coffee in the big time. And
TikTok
will bring you your TikTok International Moment on Monday.
Beautiful.
I think that's it. And that is finally going to do it for Hard Factor this week. Another fun one in the books. Great episode. We'll have Mark back on Monday. Don't worry about it. Almost 1 month down in 2022. We've just got one more show left in the first month of 2022. So pat yourself on the back. You almost made it through that first month. We've got PFT joining next week. I think he'll be on the February 3rd show, I think. We've also got trivia Friday night, the week following that. Send in the card tier on patreon.com/hardfactor. That's on February 11th, 9 p.m. Eastern. Very fun. If you want to join, follow at Hard Factor News on all the social media platforms you've got and that you use. We're on there. Tell your family and friends to follow, subscribe, and download. But most importantly, have a great fucking day and weekend.